And we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Please let me know if you can hear us and you can see us okay. And welcome to a 3-player tutorial and playthrough of Heroes of the Shire, Light and Shadow. Why is it only 3 players? Because Damien's joining us. Damien is the designer of the game. Thank you very much for the 3.5-hour, 4-hour journey to get to me this morning.
No problem at all.
And yeah, we're going to be showing you how this game works. Now, Heroes of the Shire, Light and Shadow is coming to GameFound or Kickstarter.
We're going to GameFound.
GameFound,
yeah.
Right. The previous one was Kickstarter.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's coming to GameFound next week.
Next
2 weeks.
Tuesday, March the 3rd.
Tuesday, March the 3rd.
So,
okay.
Yeah, week and a bit.
So what you're seeing here is not out yet, and it's not going to be out for a while because even though the rules of the game have been finished, you're still working on scenario balance and tweaks and monsters and things like that.
Yeah.
So the crowdfunding campaign is going live on Tuesday, March the 3rd. There will be a link to it in the description of this video if it's not there already. And then when you back the game, you're not going to get it the day afterwards because Damien still has some work to do on the game.
Yeah. Our team's got a little bit of balance in.
Now, saying that, Heroes of the Shire is not a new game. So when did the original game come out?
It was released in April 2024.
Right.
We did a crowdfund at the very end. That finished at the very end of December 2021. So.
Okay. So the original game has been out a few years.
Yep.
What is different then? Is this an expansion set or is this a standalone expansion or is it a totally different game?
It's
or
both.
It's everything.
Yeah. So we've made it standalone.
Yeah.
Because it's the newest game and it's nice for players to be able to just jump into the series without having to have the previous 2 games.
So you don't need the other games.
That's correct.
But if you have the other games,
you also at the same time as this campaign be able to buy another add-on that will bring all these new features I mentioned in a moment in Light and Shadow to the original scenario.
Right.
Because this was a passion project for me, and the last thing I'd want to see is the game that only released in April 2024 be outdated already.
Right.
I mean, we don't want everyone, just only buying the new one. And our previous games being outdated. So what we're doing is we're updating all those so they'll have the exact same level of complexity and components as you'll see in Light and Shadow.
Okay.
So one of the 2 main features really are these combat maps.
Yep.
So this is the world map.
This is the world, or the region of light, which is the part that we've chosen to go into.
Yep.
And each one of these hexes, if there is a fight on that particular hex, it has a unique combat map. So this book is going to contain 22 different maps, and they're not all finished yet, but one for each of those.
That's right. Yeah, we'll zoom into one of these hexes.
Yep.
Spawn enemies, spawn opponents.
And that wasn't in the original game.
No, that's correct.
Right.
Yeah. So in the previous game, it was just slinging spells back and forth.
Okay.
So if we encountered enemies and bosses, you'd take out the cards or the boss boards, and you'd just go back and forth.
Okay.
Attacking the enemies like that.
But what you're doing in this new game is that you're going to get the region of light, the region of shadow.
Yep.
But then you're also going to get component or an add-on, so not included in the base box, but an add-on box that gives you all of this and this for the other regions that were previously.
That's right. Yeah. So you can see how sort of big this binder is.
Yeah.
I think this one's 52 pages or 48, something like that. So we will also have a fire one of these, water, earth, and ice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other feature that we've introduced is these roaming mini bosses and encounters.
Yes.
So this roaming mini boss will move through the exploration and through the action cards.
And that wasn't in the previous one. So this is a region boss.
Correct.
The other bosses are fixed.
Yeah.
We've got one here, and one here.
And that was in the original.
But now we have a region boss that's actually going to move around. And the objective of the game is that we need to explore this region. We need to defeat all 4 of the bosses. And then we need to get to here.
That's correct.
Now, we're not going to do that tonight. How many hours would that take to do all of that?
Somewhere in the region of 20 to 25 hours.
Right.
Because on average, you should encounter around about 11 battles once you've uncovered every single one of these scenario hexes here.
Okay.
So 11 battles, somewhere in the region of 30 to 90 minutes per battle, depending on the map, depending on the enemies. And then boss battles somewhere in the region of 60 to 90 minutes again.
And the replayability comes because, and you'll see this when we start playing, but when you go to one of these places, you draw an exploration card, and there may be a battle there, or there may be something else there. So if we were to play the whole of this, mini campaign and then play it again, we might end up with completely different battles in completely different places. And each one of these, as you'll see when we get to the maps, is a unique map with unique rules for that particular map. And yeah, you're not going to have battles in the same place.
And but even if you did encounter a battle again on the same hex that you had in a previous campaign, that's correct. Yeah, you've got different enemies that are randomly summoned through this random monster deck.
So the version of the game we're playing tonight is a cooperative game, which is for 1 to 5 hero players.
Correct.
And it can be played with an extra player playing the enemies.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be playing against the game itself using the AI system. But you can play it with one person playing the enemy.
Yeah.
Now, didn't you mention that there's also an arena version of this game? Is that going to be included in the box?
Yeah, so there's no new component to arena at all. And what we did, and I can see why many other games don't do this, is when I was under the impression of playing some other games of a similar genre, and I was thinking, because I play a lot of TCGs, why is there no rules in the box to say I can fight you in a quick battle?
Fighting
when all the assets that are already in the box, they needed to just be something in the rules today.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, let us go and fix that. Right. And lo and behold, I can see why other projects maybe didn't do it. We spent 18 months balancing our heroes because in a cooperative environment,
it doesn't matter.
If your light mage is better than the mercenary, you're on the same team, you don't feel it. However, if your light mage was in a 1 versus 1 battle and you won 100 games out of 100, you'd know that character's much better.
Right.
So we did have to go back and forth, and because it is up to a 6-player game, our arena mode is 1v1, 2v2, 3v3.
Awesome. Okay.
So that's why the balancing took a long time, because we had to do 2v2 as well. So now your character's gaining buffs and boons that you're not meant to have. Right. They're being granted to you from another character. So all those variabilities took a long time to balance.
Okay. Now tonight, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be playing for about 3 hours. We're going to be doing a tutorial and playthrough, so we'll be explaining the rules for the game as we go through it, bearing in mind this is still a prototype, but I don't think the rules of the game are going to change that much. Other content creators that have covered the channel, Meeple University, have done a video, which is what, a 20-minute video?
It's 15 minutes.
15-minute video.
Less than 15 minutes.
Basically, they talk really, really fast. That video is not out yet at the time of us doing this. They've done it. They've sent it to you. Once you've checked it and approved it, they'll be
March 3rd launch day, I believe. They're going to be scheduled to be published.
But if you're watching this video right now and thinking, I don't have 3 hours to watch Paul play, Meeple University, 15-minute. It's a short, condensed how to play. It's not going to go into all of the details, obviously.
Yeah.
And Mark Monk from Ninja Geek Games has got a video which I think is online right now, which is a solo game. Is that right?
That's
not a solo game.
For March 4th.
That's March 4th.
It's a solo game, but that's to be scheduled. Yeah, solo.
So solo against the AI.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he encounters 2 mob battles and takes out the
region
lion boss. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Have you got anybody covering the arena mode? Just out of interest.
No.
That's
something that I was going to take
upon
myself. Yeah,
right.
Because it's my favourite mode.
Well, there you go then.
And once you see in the scenario mode today how the character plays, I think most people will understand it's very much the same.
Yeah. Okay.
But our main tutorial that comes with the game, it's a 3-hour tutorial, but the first 1 hour is a 1 versus 1 battle.
Oh, right.
So what we do is we teach you the combat system, the spell mastery, and how to do all your upkeeps, your dice upkeep, your token upkeep, and then that will then turn into a solo mode tutorial for 1 character.
Right.
2 hours teaching you how to use these combat maps and a little bit of roaming.
Excellent. Now, in terms of the complexity of the game, what I'm going to do, because people watching have probably seen this board, so I'm gonna zoom in on my player board if I press the right button on my sheet, and this might give you an idea of how complex this game is. I think it's fair to say that this is not a light game. It plays quite intuitively, and from our experience of playing the game, once it clicks and once you get used to it, it does all make sense. But you can see from here, each character is unique. And how many characters are in the game? 6?
6 out. There's actually 7 in the box because we have 1 game find exclusive character.
And each character has these 10 spells, but they're all different. 5 of them are support spells and 5 of them are attack spells. Some of them are melee, some of them are ranged. But essentially, once you get used to how this works, then that's going to click a lot. Now, also, to one side, each character has a spell mastery sheet. And if you're worried about the amount of text on that, don't worry, I don't have all of this. At the start of the game, your character starts off at level 1. And level 1 means that you start the game with 1 power cube. And a power cube means that I can either choose that one, or that one. And I've chosen that one. So that's the only thing I need to worry about. But what happens is over the course of the campaign, as your character levels up, you're going to get more of these power cubes. So I could say I'm going to have that one, and then next time I'm going to have that one. And then you're going to get to read more stuff, and you're going to get to do various things. Now, some of these, you notice there, that's a circle. That is effectively another spell. So if I'd have chosen that one instead, then that gives my character another thing that I can do in addition to all of these things. But me, I've chosen this one. This is what's known as a passive mastery, or power, or spell, or whatever. And it basically changes one of the things that I've already got. I just need to remember that it's there. Mm-hmm. So that's the character. And in summary, I am a light mage. So I've been on a diet.
Yay.
And I use the power of light. I've got some support spells. I can do a bit of healing.
Yeah. So I'm the hydromancer.
Yeah, you're all about just you drink lots of water. Yeah. Don't go in if you need an umbrella. If you're gonna be adventuring with Paul, you need an umbrella because you're gonna get wet. But ultimately, you generate lots of water-based abilities, and you can summon a water elemental that protects us.
Yes.
And Kath,
I'm a mercenary.
You're a mercenary, so we have to pay you to come with us.
Yeah. I've got lots of strength, and I can attack lots, and I can also boost people's strength and agility themselves. And do a little bit of healing if I go down here.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we've chosen to play in the region of light. We start off here. This is the Shire, and what we do is we are basically well, there's no turns or anything, but each time it's our go, we move to an adjacent tile. And as you can see, they're all face down at the moment. But these tiles will all make this map. And then when we move on to the tile, if there was a boss there, we'd fight the boss. If there isn't a boss there, we get an exploration card. And that exploration card could be all sorts of things. It could be a fight. Who knows what it is. But without further ado, I think we need some quests.
Yep.
Because each of us has a specific quest that we are on, which we want to try and do. But we get bonuses if we do it.
Right.
Have you chosen 3 at random, or have you chosen 3 for us specifically?
I have chosen 3 specifically for you because what you would typically do is you'd take 2 cards, you'd pick one yourself,
pick one. Right.
Depending on which one tickles your fancy.
Okay.
Right. And then you'd discard the other one.
Okay, I'm going to read through my quest.
Because it's a prototype, we don't have all of them.
You don't have all of them, but there are going to be quite a few.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so my quest is... Flotion needs to take his injured grandson to the Ashes Hollow wellspring to bathe in his battle wounds. Master Eli was due over this morning to grant them safe passage as they travel north, but he hasn't arrived. Flotion fears Master Eli has a fever and isn't coming. Would you be willing to keep the path clear for Flotion and his injured grandson? Your hard work won't go unnoticed. Flotion has the most spectacular collection of bows. Right, so I get a quest ally. So we have a quest ally that is following me around, and they've got their own health, which is 50, and if they get killed, the quest is failed. So I've got to basically protect them.
Yeah,
they don't attack or anything like that, do they?
They do get their own turn, and they have their own 2 spells. So he can heal here.
Oh, okay.
And he can attack here.
All right.
But they're condensed. They're like the mobs here.
Right.
They don't do too much. They're just a small ally. Now, because they have an agility stat,
agility of 3,
they do get added to the turn order.
So they are going to take a turn when we get to combat.
That's right, yeah.
So my objective is that I need to escort Flotion to the wellspring, which is hex 22. So that's where I'm trying to get to up there. Right, so that's and if I get there, he gives me a bow.
You got the right hit points?
I do not have the right hit points, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, yes, I just changed that to the right artwork. I noticed you had the Beast.
Oh, I had that one.
Yeah.
Right, okay. What's your quest?
No, I don't know. You want me to read it all out?
Yeah, if you go.
For years, Limara, the solar drake of myth, has been little more than a fireside tale told by dreamers and drunks. Master Hugo believes Limara holds the secret to restoring balance to the Shire. Track her down in the light scenario and bring her back to Master Hugo. Should you succeed, Master Hugo will grant you an enchanted relic forged in Ashes Hollow, a gift nobody has wielded in over a century. So I've got to capture Illimara in Master Hugo's Flask of Souls. So I've got a Flask of Souls to start with, That's my quest item in my trinket slot.
Quest item.
In my trinket slot. And I got to use this to capture. And
You're going around draining the souls of people?
Capturing them.
I just got to capture Ilumara.
Yep. And if you see the flask, it'll tell you how to capture the monster.
Can only be activated when an elite monster has less than or equal to 5 HP. When activated, the monster is captured in the flask. And it's got a cooldown of 0. So I have to activate
any type of monster.
Elite.
Any type of elite type of monster.
Yeah.
Get it down to 5 or fewer hit points.
And then capture it.
And go.
Remove it from combat.
Yeah.
But I suppose I have to have my turn in order to do that.
Yeah.
It's down on 5 hit points.
Yeah.
Someone else kills them.
I'll try not to kill them for you then.
Okay, and you need to do that how many times?
Just
the
once.
once.
But is it a specific enemy that you need to capture?
Yeah, the name Ilumara. Which is I think it says in the quest, it's the elite light spirit.
So you can use this on anybody.
Right. Yeah.
But for your quest, you need to use it on a particular.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Which we may not find her.
But yeah, that's true. It depends.
We start in the Shire, do we?
This is the Shire.
Right, okay, that makes sense. An unnatural brilliance pierces the skies above the Shire. Once gentle guardians of the Shire, the light spirits now blaze with a corrupted purpose. Lashing out at anything that approaches. Villagers speak of sleepless nights and believe this disturbing is no accident. Something or someone is fueling their unrest. Locals suspect that purging these spirits will reveal a deeper truth, one connected to the awakening of Ilumara. So what I need to do is seek out and defeat 6 light spirits. And they're found glowing across. They're found across the glowing fields and the crystal groves of the light scenario.
Yeah, they're all
scattered all over there. Right. Okay then.
And that ties in quite
So I
nicely
need
to this quest because you both need the same.
You both need to
light
find
spirits.
So you need to find light spirits.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
And just to add a tiny bit to your text there, is, last year me and my partner, we had a baby, and his name is Hugo. Because my 2 previous children, I popped their names randomly into some of the quests.
Nice.
Right.
I had to put Hugo in somewhere.
Yeah.
So Master Hugo, and he does have his own combat map in there. He's got his own statue in the shadow scenario.
Wow.
And since we're getting personal and talking about you, the reason why this is called Heroes of the Shire is not a connection to Lord of the Rings.
No, as much as I would love it to have been.
but tell us about why it's the Shire.
Well, funnily enough, when I was trying to decide on a name for the game, it's about questing. It's like a boss battle. Hero Quest came to mind.
Yeah.
But we all know that this is a big game already. So I was trying to think of something sort of similar to that. And a friend of mine messaged me, and she lives in Worcester, and she said, "I'm back in the Shire at the weekend. Shall we meet up?"
Because you live
in Shropshire. So it's a familiar term. You know, I'm back in the Shire. So
nice.
When she mentioned the word Shire, I went, oh yeah, I don't know how it just came to me. Heroes of the Shire, and it stuck. We asked people their thoughts. Lots of people liked the name. I thought, right, that's it.
That's it.
We're sticking with the name.
Sticking with that, and saying that there is no connection between the Shire and the works of J.R.R. Tolkien is actually not true, because Tolkien based the Shire on
it was one of
where you live,
one of 2 or 3. Yeah, if you you can Google it yourself, and he was from Birmingham area, which is only about an hour and a half from Shropshire. From where I live. It's the next county to Birmingham, and there was a couple of regions that inspired him in Shropshire because it's predominantly farmland in the UK. There's lots of farmland there. That was one of the regions that inspired him for the Shire, alongside Staffordshire, I believe, as well, for the Twin Towers and all the industrial. Yeah.
Well, there you go. So there is a connection.
A small connection. Yeah.
Right. So we are ready to start. We've done lots of setup off camera that you don't need to know about. Don't need to worry about that. But as I say, if you're playing this, the 25-hour mini campaign, our objective is to defeat the 3 fixed bosses, which stay in their locations, and this roaming region boss that will move around the board. And then once you've done all of that, you go here to the exit. We're not going to do all of that tonight. But what we are going to do is we're going to move on to tile number 1. So that we don't have a choice. Tile number 1 is where you start. Once we've done tile number 1, we can then do 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, okay.
And Paul, do you want to do the honours? We draw the top card of the exploration deck.
Exploration. Loot.
Hey.
Okay, well there we go. Well, that was a good way to start.
Okay.
The party leader
Oh, me.
So Kath's the party leader.
Yeah, party leader
Oh, we
receives
flipped over, yeah.
one loot item from the deck.
Right.
Which you can give to us if you want to.
Oh,
No,
right.
I don't want to
You,
do that.
you might have
Yeah.
to, depending on the armor type.
It's a gladiator's helm, and it's a heavy or light. And I'm
Okay,
a
so I'll
heavy.
show this on the big screen because this is an important thing to look at. Is that the big screen? No. What's happened here? Oh, hang on a minute.
Wrong button.
No, it was. Something's moved. So just bear with us a minute. I'll just reset this. I don't know what happened. I had it all set up
You
and
did.
working.
Yeah, you did.
There we go. And I'm just going to form that as a preset. There you go. Right. So this is the item that Kath has just drawn. And you'll see down here, there's a H and there's an L. Okay. Some of the characters can only use H items and some of the characters can only use L items. What this means, because it's got a H and an L on it, it means it can be used by any character. It is a helmet, so it goes in your helmet slot on or your head slot on your equipment. And what it does is it grants an equipped hero a permanent +1 strength. So you have that.
The color here
Yeah.
is somewhat important.
Is it?
So we
It was
have
pink.
Yeah, so that means it's an epic item.
Oh,
and then you have the orange items, which are your legendaries, which are very powerful. And then we have the yellow items. The icon would be yellow.
Right.
They're your rare. And then the deck is predominantly your common items, which are the grey-white colour.
Okay.
So that's quite a rare item.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you my player board, and I'm going to hope the button works. Yay! Right. What is all of this stuff going on up here? Well, you have these stats. You have 5 stats. You have your strength, your intellect, your agility, your defense, and your hit points. And this value here is what they start with. But you'll notice I actually have a +1 permanent buff in here. And it's in this column. This is the column from leveling up. Because what happens when you are level 1, you increase one of your stats by 1. So even at the very start of the campaign, you basically choose one of your stats and it gets one in there. Mm-hmm. Now, Kath has just gained the Gladiator's helmet. So if I had the Gladiator's helmet, for example, it says this grants an equipped hero a permanent +1 strength. So this one would actually go in here because this right column is for equipment. So it's still in the permanent buffs. It's still permanent, but it doesn't go in the left column because that is for leveling up. And basically, all of these things here add to your stats. You can also get temporary buffs as well. This works like a bit of a cooldown. So if I was to get a +1 intellect, is it intelligence or intellect?
Intellect.
Intellect. If I gained a +1 intellect for 2 turns, I'd put it there. And then what would happen is on my next turn, it would move to there. And then on my next turn, it would disappear. So anything here is a temporary buff, and it always moves to the left. But that's how that works. Here you go. Have your stuff back.
Well, my character uses a lot of strength, so whenever I attack, it uses my strength attack.
Oh,
It makes
a lot
of
It makes sense for you to have.
Yeah.
My strength is 2. I can just
Yeah, my
about
strength
lift
is
this
2.
dice. So I won't be.
It'll slip out of my
I mean,
hand.
I could use that because I'm a light armor
Yeah, so
character.
it can be used both for.
So I could use it if
heavy
I
and light,
needed
yes.
Truth be told, I think there's a small error there.
Okay. You
The
think
gladiator
that's just
helm,
heavy?
it should be just a heavy, because I'm pretty
Okay.
sure the rest of the armor set is heavy only.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll make a note and
Okay.
make sure that gets corrected.
Okay, so I have to have it anyway.
Yeah.
You have to have it.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
you can't have it. I put it on and I can't
Yeah.
move it. It's too heavy for me.
Yeah.
Right, so we're done. We've explored that area. That's it. Where are we going to go? I mean, okay, so
Cast the party leader.
well, I want to go to 22,
Yep.
but off camera before we started, we've already decided where we want to get to at the end of this session because we want to show off the game. Our objective is to get to this boss, which is the easiest of the 4 bosses, I believe.
That's right.
And we're going to try and defeat that, and that's where we'll end the stream tonight. So we're kind of gonna wind our way to there.
Where did we say we're going?
I
Was it 3 or
think
4?
I think we
3.
decided we're
Yeah,
going to
go
go
there.
to 3.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Paul's going to draw us the exploration
should we
card.
again?
He's
Okay.
going to get another loot card. It's
Yeah.
going to be another helmet, so that Kath can put a helmet on top
it's
of a
not-
helmet.
It's not. It's an action card.
Oh,
Okay, take an action card from the deck and resolve it.
right. So these action cards, these are bits of story, which one player will read, and there will be outcomes on it. Again, I'm going to press a button on my controller and see. Is it going to work? It is going to work. Right. So this is what it looks like. And you're not supposed to read anything in the outcomes. So basically, you read the bit at the top which says, let's cover this up. Right. You stumble upon a dense growth of trees. Their branches are entangled with glowing vines. harvesting the vines could be beneficial, but disturbing this grove might come at a cost. How do you proceed? 1. Harvest the vines for their magical properties, or 2. Leave the vines untouched. Now, while you're thinking, I want to raise your awareness of these icons here.
Yeah.
So whenever you see icons in the top right of the card, that means the region boss is going to move around. And there were 2 symbols on there, which means
One of those. That's the one, yeah.
we need to roll that dice twice to see
Go ahead.
which direction it moves.
Oh, which way?
Yeah, and then on the back of the Shire hex, we have a little reference.
The
Of course, it's in
directions.
the rule book, but this is where you would predominantly
It's
find
number
the direction.
3.
Number 3. So it's moving south, and whenever it moves, it drops off one of these encounter tokens. Now, those tokens are good because whenever we land on a space with 1 or more tokens, we actually roll a dice. And are these all good?
Mostly, yes.
Mostly,
Mostly. Oh.
mostly harmless.
Okay.
So we're probably not
Yeah.
going to get to that tonight. But
Sorry.
just so you
Don't roll
know,
three.
Yeah, there is
these
one.
encounter
Don't roll
tokens
a
are
three.
mostly
We
good.
don't
for
want the
us.
3.
Yeah,
we
mostly
got,
good.
have we got that 3 on it? We don't
Yeah,
want
because
3.
what would happen if that was to move there? Would we have a fight?
You get the choice.
Okay, and we'd
Run
run away.
away. Run away.
3.
3.
Roll, I tell you what, roll again, just for the purposes of this
Okay,
playthrough.
all
We
right.
roll again.
All right. There we go. I can roll something else.
5.
5. So it's moving that direction.
Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
because
'cause
people
it-
might want to know. Hang on, there's already a token there.
You
What
do
happens?
drop another token. There
That's-
can be multiple encounter tokens
Yeah.
on a space.
Right.
Now, let me just tell you a story about a group of adventurers that I used to know.
Used to.
This region boss is very tough. It is probably as tough as the 3rd boss from the region itself. What you don't want to do is you don't want to fight that region boss too early. A group of people that I used to know did that, and they didn't last very long. So yeah, make sure you avoid this at the start because your characters are not powerful enough to be able to take it on.
Yeah. For now, permitted it is a prototype.
It is
so
a
we do
prototype.
still have a little bit of character and hero balancing to do. So these are the sort of things that we'll be looking at to do over the next few months to,
But to be
get
fair,
the balance right.
I think as long as you put something in the rulebook to say, note, these 2 bosses are really dangerous.
Best not to go those first.
Don't go to them until you've
Yeah.
leveled
Yeah.
up your character. I think that's an absolutely
Yeah.
fair statement to put
Yeah.
in the rulebook.
Okay. All right.
Right.
So we did a story.
So
We
We
gotta
need
choose
to
it.
choose.
Oh no,
don't we?
you've got to choose.
Yeah, we have to choose what we're going to do.
So are we going to harvest the vines for their magical properties or leave the vines untouched?
It's got to be good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's glowing vines.
Yeah.
We're in a light scenario
wait,
with
wait.
glowing
I
vines. I think we have to go and.
Ignore them.
Oh.
No, I
Wait.
think go get them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's 2 votes for against 1.
Yeah, but he knows what's
Yeah, but
in
he's
the
not
card.
playing.
He won't be. Right, option 1,
Do you want to go?
What's up,
I don't mind.
harvest the vines.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a kind of magic-y character.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
go
You've got
for it.
magic as well, haven't you?
I've got some magic.
Outcome
Yeah, I've
one.
got loads of spells.
As you approach the vines,
Uh-oh.
their glow intensifies, filling the grove with radiant light. However, your disturbance awakens a school of bright jellyfish.
No.
Summon all bright jellyfish to battle. If playing on solo mode, summon only the non-elite bright jellyfish. Oh, so we have a battle.
Yeah.
Oh.
We weren't going to have a battle this early, but it looks like we're having a battle.
Okay.
Okay, right. So we've disturbed the jellyfish. Right, does that mean we're having a fight on...
That's correct. Yes.
So it's tile number 3.
Yep.
This is not what we planned, but let's go for it.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Let's go for it. So this is
So-
this is the battle that takes place on hex number 3. And what's very cool is if you actually look at this is the hex, which you can see here. It's this hex here. That's the terrain of the hex. That is basically a zoomed in version of this. So this isn't just like meaningless artwork. That is actually this.
Nice.
So we've got this island here with all of this water around it.
That's quite a lot of mobs.
Did it say 4? I can't remember.
Is it all of them?
It said,
Yeah, that's 4 mobs.
summon all bright jellyfish to battle. If playing on solo, summon only the non-elite bright jellyfish.
Yep.
Well, it's nice knowing you.
Yeah.
This
Who
could
said
be
fiddle
another
with the
group.
vines?
Right. Let's make
Now,
some
you did
mistakes.
say that things
I
are
think-
subject to being tweaked. If
Yes.
you
No,
want to...
I'm fairly confident we can do it
Oh, okay.
Okay.
because I know
Yeah.
these guys And I know
How many of them are
they're
there?
going to all do something very similar.
They're going to paralyze us all.
Yeah, but the more paralysing, because it's not stackable.
So all 4 of them are going to paralyze us.
Yeah.
But it's only going to be as if one of them paralyzed us.
Yeah.
So actually, it's not that
not
bad.
too bad.
Yes, because
Okay.
what would
That's
happen
not
is when you
too
get
bad.
paralysed,
Right, so
you would just
we're gonna
reapply
want-
it for the same
We're
duration.
going to want some
We
of
can
these.
still do support spells.
We
can't
can still do
can
support
indeed,
spells.
yeah.
Just not attack spells.
Yeah, and the jellyfish out of the deck are actually the weakest of the mobs.
Right.
They're the fastest though, so they're probably going to act
They're
first.
going to go first and they're going to paralyze us.
I would have thought something along those lines of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Paul. Just 2 more jellyfish if possible,
Gonna find them.
and a little token tracker.
I'm just going to show one of these. These are all the same, aren't they? I know we have an elite one.
Got 2.
Yes.
We have an
Oh, no,
elite one.
did it
So
say
I'm just-
elite?
I'm
Is
just-
there no elites, or did it say?
No, it's no elites if you're playing solo.
Okay.
So I'm just going to show you one of these monsters on the thing. There you go. So this is one of the monsters. So monsters have stats, just like us. They have strength, they have intellect, they have agility, they have defense, they have hit points. And these stats work in the same way as it does for us. So agility is going to determine the order in which they act in the turn order. Defense is basically every time you attack them, that is the amount of damage that comes off. And these are basically things that it can do. Now, the way that monsters work is you'll notice this CD here. This is cooldown. So monsters will always use their most powerful spell that they've got. But cooldown 5 means once it's done it, we put a 5 on it. And that means it can't do it again for another 5 rounds. So which means they've always got this. This is a cooldown 0. So basically, unless this battle goes to 6 rounds, which hopefully it won't, they're only going to do this once, and then they're going to do this. And if you're wondering what the icons mean, that one means it's going to attack 1 character. This means it's going to attack 3 characters. This one, let's just explain how the targeting rules work, because this is quite clever. Each monster has its own targeting rules, which is based on its stats. So this monster has a high agility, which means it's going to try and target the character with the highest agility. If there's a tie, then what you do is you look at the stat that's the next highest, not counting hit points, and the next highest is defense. So it would then go for the character with the highest defense out of the ones that are tied for the highest agility. So that's how the targeting works, and you can actually use that to your advantage by working out who they're going to go for. So all of the jellyfish are the same. The bright jellyfish is just slightly more powerful. It's got the same hit points. What does the elite one do that the others don't? Oh, it's stronger.
So what he does here, instead of it being an AoE attack, so you can target multiple, you can only target 1.
Oh.
But when you're confused, you can't cast support. And when you're paralyzed, you can't cast attack. So he's going to completely nullify 1 person.
And it's going to be the person with the highest agility. Not me. Sucks to be me. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I've got a book to read. I will sit in a corner and have a read of that. So each monster is going to come with their own little card. And I think you said that the game, is it a stretch goal that it's going to be extra boards?
No.
It's going to be included in the game.
No, it's an add-on.
It's an add-on,
We
right.
offer a villain playmat. And what the villain playmat does is it's got 6 slots for, you would place these cards on the playmat. And it already has these printed.
Right.
Yeah. And what we decided to do, we might change this, is you might notice in a moment, once we start getting some tokens on here, these squares are about 15% smaller than the actual square. So on the playmat, these are the actual size. They're exactly the same size as that.
Yep.
It's because aesthetically, 15%, it kind of went to about there and it just didn't
look
great.
right. Yeah.
So we might still change that, because I know from a couple of playthrough videos already posted, we had a little bit of feedback already.
Spaces are a bit small.
Yeah, what happened was one of the enemies gave them -1 on all stats. And then when you get to see all of the tokens together, they kind of, you can do that 15% each one, you times that by 5, that is, is almost 1 whole space missing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we might look to take these to the full size.
Yeah.
But that playmat is obviously,
Okay.
first off, the playmat is great because it makes the setup much faster, because you don't need to go find this card either.
And the reason why each monster has its own track next to it is because over the course of this game, and you will see this happen, there's loads of different conditions that can be applied. Burning, confusing, paralyzing, bleeding, etc., etc. and some of them are permanent changes, and some of them have a cooldown. So that is used to track the adjustments to all of these things over time, like damage over time effects and things like that. Now, also, because this is a prototype...
Yeah, so you might beat me to what I was about to say. Go on.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the prototype, all of these have exactly the same coloured piece. Now, this is going to change for the final version of the game, in that there's going to be slightly different colours or symbols on them.
There was only 2 errors we made in the prototype, and that is entirely my fault for just getting past my eyes. Thankfully, it's only a prototype stage, so that's not a problem. On the prototype, we missed on the punch boards to print the coloured tokens. So what would happen, instead of all 3 of those being the same, this one, for example, would be replaced by a blue token, and this one would be replaced by a red token.
Yeah.
So then you could differentiate the difference. Yeah.
Right.
And spoiler, we do have a stretch goal to upgrade those tokens to base rings.
Okay.
So the standees would go in a ring.
And
you could see the colour. And that's quite an early stretch goal, which I imagine.
But we're going to use cubes for today.
For now, yeah. I just noticed when we were spawning all these, I've just got a couple of cubes here.
Yeah.
And we'll do that. So
if we put cubes on the non-elite ones, in fact, let's put all of the non-elite ones together. And we'll put the elite one at the bottom. Now, I've noticed, I don't know if this is deliberate or a printing mistake, because again, it's still a prototype, but this one has different stats.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is that correct?
So they all have different stats to try and keep people on their toes. Originally,
not all the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've got a load of defense.
So they'll target different people, and that's quite important.
Of course.
Because if they all had the same stat, they'd
all
all
target.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
And that just allows a little bit more flexibility. Because originally, the very first design we had back in 2020, they did all have the same stats. And what we found through the first set of playtesting was, if you do summon the same monster, your brain kind of doesn't have to do anything. It's on autopilot. You know exactly what that monster's going to do. So we mixed it up, and I think this is a much better approach.
So each of these bright jellyfish is slightly different.
Yeah,
So
not much.
Should we colour these then?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll go, one's yellow.
One is yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's blue.
2 is blue.
And one's purple.
Yeah.
So we do it
3.
on agility, so that's yellow, 9.
And the one,
So
the
yellow
elite one
fastest.
should be on number...
What's
I mean,
agility?
does it matter which one goes?
Oh
1,
no,
2,
if
or
they're
3?
the same, yeah. No, that's fine. All we need to do is the purple one will go on number 4.
Purple one goes on number 4, which is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to put little cubes. We'll put it this way because we have
You can see.
we have a preset. The game comes with very nice standees, which you can't see on the overhead camera. So don't worry, we do have a preset. I think. Now this preset
It's
might
going to
not
be different
work.
now. We've just moved it all.
I think I've just moved it all. Okay, because I think
That's the one that you had.
that's the
before.
one that I had earlier. So bear with us a minute. I'm just going to set another preset for this. I got my buttons wrong. So we've got battle cam, and that is going to allow you to see the map. There you go. That's what it looks like.
Dice.
And you can see we've identified those bright jellyfish as such. So there we go. Right, that's that. Let's set that as preset 3. Okay, so we are good. So what have we got on this map? Well, first of all, every color-coded area on the map is defined by a key, which is in the bottom corner, which is down here. So you can always read what it is. And the different colored hexes do different things depending on what round it is, as you can see on there. So the first thing is to explain is the water. So in this particular map, the water, anytime a hero enters a water hex, they get a permanent -1 base hit points. Now, permanent is permanent.
Yeah.
It's not just for this map, and it's not just for this campaign, because if we played 25 hours of this campaign and we finish it, and we then decide, I tell you what, we're great, let's play another campaign.
I don't want to go swimming, even though I am water.
With the same heroes, that -1 is a permanent -1 hit point for your character for the rest of its life. So we probably want to avoid the water. Just saying.
Okay.
The next thing is the orange hex, of which there are 2 of them. There. Oh no, there's 4.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
these
5.
are orange.
So that's the Temple of Eternal Light. During a trash mob's end phase, if they are on one of those hexes, they roll a d6. Roll results of 1 to 3. The Temple of Eternal Light scorches all enemies for 2 undefendable damage. Roll results of 4 to 6. The trash mob gets a 2 hit point shield. So basically, we've got random gods doing
So
random
if they
things.
stay there, they beat us up, do they? The light beats us up.
Yeah.
Because we are their enemies.
Oh, is that? Well, so when it says scorches all enemies, is that?
It's referring to their
It's
enemies.
referring to their
That's
enemies.
us. If they stay there,
Yeah, it says the track
we are
moves.
going to get hit.
Oh, so that's bad.
We need to get them off of there.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
does that
there's a good chance they're going to move themselves because
okay.
of the map modifiers. You can see here that this map has some big modifiers. Most maps are not quite this swingy, but
Yeah.
we got -5 for being more than 3 hexes
Yeah.
away, and because they're on the island, they're probably going to want to come and get a little bit closer to us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
so,
even on the ranged attacks, they have -5 on the attack modifier as well.
so this damage multiplier down here is for ranged attacks and melee attacks, depending on how far you are away from your target. And this changes for each map. This isn't the same for every map.
Arranged. Yep.
So on this particular map, if you are melee and you are adjacent, you get +2. If you're 2 away, you get -2. And if you're 3 away, you can still do a melee attack, 3 or more away, but you get -5. Ranged attacks is -1, -2, and -5. So ranged attacks not as good on this map, but melee attacks adjacent
Detect greens.
do get a bonus. Right. Now, turn order track, you may be wondering what that is. That is essentially the order in which we go. It's based on character's agility. So I have the same agility as this one. So whenever you have 2 things with the same agility, you actually roll randomly to decide who goes where.
That says 2 at the moment. You'll say 20.
No, don't tell him. They've got
Oh no!
they've got 2 health.
2 health.
I'm looking at them upside down.
Okay, so I'm going before that one. And technically, we should actually decide where they're going. So that's going... Oh, no.
No, it's fine for these guys because they all got the same. You only have to roll if there's an enemy.
Right. Do we need
So
to
again-
put cubes on them?
Yes, so I should have had
think we probably
3
do.
somewhere else. They were...
There's not another purple.
Yellow, blue, purple. Is there a purple? Have you got another purple over there?
Oh, in which case we don't need them on here.
No, we
do
don't need them on there. We
Yeah,
need them on
sorry,
here.
That's right, yeah.
Right.
That's my mistake.
The other night... There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Yeah, perfect. 20 as well. 2.
0, 2.
Actually, no, I think we do need them on there as well. Because how are we going to know which one that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to need them on there.
Okay.
Do you want me to go and get a purple
There's
cube?
another
Yeah,
purple
purple cube.
I can go get a purple cube unless you've got one.
Is it yellow?
I can go get
No,
one.
but I can use a purple token. I got poison here.
Okay, yeah, I'll do.
Oh, he's gone.
What?
This is going to be tough.
Yeah.
This is going to be very tough,
It's
yeah.
gonna be tough.
However, defense is 6. The trouble is you've got these modifiers. on that.
Modifiers.
So
Here we go.
you need to get close.
Right.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Paul.
Okay, so the way that the game plays, and we have reference sheets in this game, quite big reference sheets, but it has a list of all of the icons on for all of the different effects in the game. Don't worry, you don't need to remember them all because each player has their own quick reference card with basically a summary of the things that they can do, which is a cut down version. But the turn sequence is printed on here. So I'm going to go through it at the start, but we are going to be resolving the yellow bright jellyfish first. The first thing is token upkeep. So if it had any tokens on its board, they would cool down by 1, so they would all move to the left. Some of them would disappear. If it was burning, it would take damage, etc., etc. Then dice upkeep. If it had any dice on here for cooldown, they would now all tick down by 1. Then we do movement. Now, heroes have slightly different rules for movement. Monsters get 1 movement card. So we have a deck, an enemy movement deck, and what we're going to do is that deck should be shuffled at the start of the game, is we're going to draw one of those cards. I'll explain that in a minute. And then we do hero upkeep if it was a hero, and then we do the main phase. So the main phase is where the monster, and if you were playing this as a 1 versus many game, the player who's playing the monsters would now choose what to do.
Correct.
But
Yeah,
from an
they pick on
AI's
spells.
From an AI's point of view, it always uses its
Biggest-
most powerful ability first.
Yeah.
And it's going to do that, and then it's going to put a cooldown dice on it, and it is cooldown 5. So
Yep.
it's not going to be able to do that for another 5 turns. Then it's targets, and that affects 3 heroes. So if we were playing a 4-player game, somebody... Oh no, we've got an extra person.
Yes, I was going to say that.
So it's not going to hit all of us.
Ooh.
Oh.
So who's its targets? It's got its agility is its highest stat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's going for me because I'm on 7.
Yep.
Floatune and his grandson are on 3.
Oh,
You're on 2.
I'm on 2.
So it's going for them.
So
it's going for us 3.
Yeah.
It's going for us 3.
I'd miss out.
But let's have a look at the movement card. And I'm going to press button 2 and hopefully that's the right one. Yay, there you go. Right. So this is the movement card that the enemy has drawn. Now, one thing that's quite clever with this game is, although you might be thinking there's a lot of text on this card, once you get to know these icons and where they are, you actually don't need to look at the text. So any icons on the left of the circle means that it would happen before the spell is cast, before the jellyfish does the thing. If it's afterwards, it happens afterwards. And as you can see on the text, it says, you may move 1 hex after you resolve a spell.
You guys.
So if you were playing a 1 versus many game, the one who is playing all of the monsters could choose to do that. We're going to follow AI rules. And then after you've resolved the spell, you're going to put a glowing token, which is one of those. You're going to put 3 of them on the board because there's a number 3. And it's got a cooldown of 3. So basically, glowing tokens are going to appear on the board adjacent to enemies. And enemies meaning us as heroes. So that is the monster's movement card. But first is it's going to attack us and it's going to deal damage to us. And that is no damage.
Yeah,
But it's
so this is a support spell because there's no melee or ranged attack.
Got it. So it's not an attack, it's a support spell.
Yeah, that's right. But one thing just quickly to jump into is the resource timeline.
Oh, we forgot to do that.
On round 1, I have the tokens prepped here.
Yeah.
These yellow hexes on the map will start with...
Oh, no.
However, we're very lucky because these guys are electric. They're all the jellyfish. They're going to sting. They don't use the light. So we've got away a bit lucky there.
Okay.
So what we'll put them on the board anyway, just to show you.
So it basically means that anybody who starts on those 2 hexes is infused with the power of light, which means their attacks, if it
2 more
used
damage.
light, would deal an extra 2 damage.
1 and 2. So it's the
Because
yellow
these don't do that, it's fine.
And it shows that it's for 3
Yeah,
turns.
light damage spells are increased in power by X, where X is the number on the token.
Yeah.
Okay, got
And
it.
that would have been before the battle began.
Yes.
So in its token upkeep, it would have actually had a token to move across.
So
that
it
should
starts
be
on the 3,
Yeah, and
goes
it
down
goes
to
into
2,
round
and
2.
it ticks down.
Do we not need one there as well?
Yes. On the
Oh,
map,
it should appear on the map.
That's,
And if a token is on the map, anybody moving into that space will basically pick the token up for good or bad.
Yep, and they'll pop it onto their board or their card for the same duration that that little dice.
And that dice is going to tick down at the start of each round because we're currently on round 1. Right, so then we do the bright jellyfish, we draw the card, we do all of that. So the bright jellyfish is going to hit, as we've worked out, 3 of us.
Yep.
And it's going to paralyze us for 2 turns. So we get a paralysis marker, which goes on our there
Conditions, yeah.
temporary condition. Oh yeah, that needs one, doesn't it?
Yep. So it'll go on here for 2.
There it is. Thank you. Now, when you're paralyzed, it means you can't use any of your
Attack spells.
Yeah. You can still do your support stuff, but you cannot do your attack stuff.
Yep.
And that's that one done. Apart from it now may move 1 hex after you resolve a spell. So the way that the enemies work is that you've got to try and imagine what the enemy would do that's best for it. Now we know that that enemy is next going to do a ranged attack, and we know because of the damage multipliers that it wants to be as close as possible. So it's going to start moving towards us. Who's it going to move towards? Well, we work out who its primary target would be, which is the player with the highest agility. Hello. So it moves towards me. So this one moves 1 to there.
Yep.
There you go. That's that done.
Yep. And it's worth noting that these blue hexes that we mentioned earlier,
They only affect us.
that's right. They only affect the heroes, so the mobs are able to go through the water with no penalties.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first enemy movement card done.
And then we do have a little bit of
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the glowing.
splash on the map. Yeah.
So unfortunately, it can now we place glowing conditions on 3 hexes, each of which has a duration of 3 turns, but it can only be placed on hexes adjacent to one of its enemies.
Don't worry about the dice on those 2.
Now, what that means is, again, we've got to play the AI as if it would do the best thing for it. Unfortunately, I'm adjacent to Paul, and Paul's adjacent to me. So by putting the glowing tokens on those hexes, essentially means me and Paul automatically get the glowing token.
Get that.
Yep.
So that's going to go on here. And I'm just going to show you this on my character board. You will see that I've got this paralysis marker, which is on 2 because it said for 2 turns. And I've got a glowing token, which is here. Now, we've mentioned paralysis and what that does. It means I can't use any of these attack spells. But the glowing token is an interesting one. What this means is whenever an enemy of mine heals, I take 2 damage. And unfortunately, if all 4 of them enemies heal, that means I take 8 damage.
However, there is, on your reference sheet, you'll see that glowing is in a yellow title, which means that it is either brand new or it's had a balance update.
Oh, so if you know the previous game, you know to look out for the yellow one.
That's right. Now, what we have discovered from sort of community feedback is glowing is very strong when there's lots of enemies. And here we have 4.
Yeah. Oh, you've tweaked it. It's
That's
one.
right. So if there's more than 3 enemies, which there's 4, it's been reduced down to 1 point.
One
Right, so
damage.
we're going to lose 1. Okay.
1 damage every time an enemy heals until one of them's dead.
Yes.
And then it becomes
goes back to 2. Yeah, that's right.
Excellent. Right. Now, the other glowing token
Excellent.
goes here. So there is a glowing token here, which Kath does not want to step onto that space because if she does,
You'll pick up as well.
you're going to pick up that. Right. That's the first one done. We flip the token over, and now we go to the blue bright
That's
jellyfish.
this one.
Yep.
Now, this is going to do something very similar. It's going to do a Vault Discharge on 3 people, but
Agility.
Agility 9.
Again.
Again.
We get
So same targets.
Okay, so it's an after move. It's an after spell
Okay.
movement card. So we'll do that in a minute. Now, as we were saying earlier, the good thing is it's going to paralyze us 3.
And paralyze.
And
is
you're
one
already
of
paralysed.
Many conditions that it's not stackable.
It doesn't stack,
Technically, what would happen is it'd get removed and it'd come back for the new duration,
which is 2.
which is 2 turns again. So effectively, nothing.
So that
nothing
that
happens
has
here.
been that does nothing.
That's actually right.
That's great.
That's actually right.
Good for us. Yeah.
So if you're a jellyfish, go out on your own because your friends being with you, there's no point.
Move.
You may move up to 3 hexes after you resolve a spell. So again, that one is coming from me. Because
you have the fastest
agility is the primary stat that it wants to go, so it moves 3.
Yeah.
Which,
1, 2, 3. And after you resolve a spell,
Oh.
place a disarmed condition.
Oh.
Disarm? No, disarm.
That's
Disarmed condition on 2 hexes adjacent to an enemy
no.
for 2 turns. So it's going to disarm both of us.
That's right. Yeah, and that shows us that
Grouping
most
together
maps
is
is bad because the splash effects
Yeah.
can immediately.
So
You don't
we
even
move.
have to be pushed or pulled or move into them.
We
You
need
just
to move.
you get them. That is also the same for the enemies.
Yeah.
If only we could attack.
If only.
If only.
So,
So I'm paralyzed for 2 turns,
Yeah.
which means I can't use attack spells.
Yeah, so we can't do that.
however,
And I'm also
Oh,
disarmed.
no, I know.
Which-
Disarmed.
it's absolutely fine
Because-
do
disarming-
attack spells.
you can't
Yeah,
cast
but you can't do attack,
melee attacks, the sword attacks, but you can't
Yeah.
attack anyway.
Oh, so it doesn't actually do anything.
in this particular
Brilliant.
instance, which is
Right now, it's
which is
okay.
good.
Brilliant.
So that was that one. That was the after. That was after
That
this
was
spell.
the after it moved 3 and
Yeah.
it disarmed
And it
both of
disarmed.
us.
Right. So now it's the
Turn over.
plane.
Yeah, now it's the elite one.
Yeah.
So the elite one is here, and its highest stat is agility.
Hey.
Now, unfortunately, this has a single attack, so it's going for me, and it's going to paralyze me for 2 turns, which does nothing because I'm already paralyzed for
Yes.
2 turns.
Okay.
But it's also going to confuse me,
Oh dear.
and guess what confusion does?
The opposite.
I can't use
No,
support
no,
spells.
really?
So I'll go and sit the kettle on. So I can't do any attack, or I can't do any support.
No.
Whose idea was it to play with the vines?
Who
said I've got-
your thought?
Who said I've got loads of magic?
I did try and talk you out of it. Yeah.
There was this voice in our interview, don't touch the vines. Let's touch the vines. Right, what's this cube doing? I don't know.
It's your
That
level.
Oh, it's my level.
Yeah,
I'm
level
all
1.
excited. So it does that, but again, that's got a cooldown of 5, so it's not going to be doing that
Good.
for another 5
And
rounds.
then we draw the movement
I
card.
forgot to draw a movement card. This is an after one. You may move 1 hex after you resolve a spell. So it's moving towards me. Now, these hexes in the middle, these don't exist at the moment. It's just because there's a binder there. So that one is actually adjacent to there.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
And unfortunately, that means it's on a yellow.
That's fine because we've gone past that. That was round 1.
No, during a trash mob's end phase.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's orange.
Yeah, exactly. Orange. So it's ended its turn on
Yes.
a Temple of Eternal Light.
No.
Oh, because, yes, sorry, it's finished moving. Yeah. So it's a random D6 roll, I
It's a
believe.
random D6 roll.
Come on,
Damage
get
or
good,
health.
Get good.
Well, hang on. We should finish this first. Yeah, we should finish the
Yeah,
movement
that's
first.
very true because then the end phase is the very last
Yeah.
thing. that
After you resolve a spell, which we've done, place a wounded condition on, guess what? 3 hexes adjacent to enemies. So it's exactly the same again.
Can we put
What's
it in
gonna-
the same one?
Yeah, I think so.
3 hexes. Yeah, you can. That's a great
So
question.
we both get wounded
Well, how many turns was that? Was it 2?
for 2 turns. I'm not hanging around with you anymore.
Wounded means if you were to gain any
Well,
health, you
well,
only gain 50% of it, not the full 100% health.
Okay.
What I'm kind of bit worried about is I'm adding wounding to my temporary buff.
Yeah.
I'm temporarily wounded, I'm disarmed, and I'm now glowing.
Look at Paul over there. I like it.
So you're paralyzed. Oh, no, you're not paralyzed.
I'm not paralysed. Oh, I'm okay. I'm not paralysed.
3 hexes. So there's one there as well, which is also 3. Right. And then we roll the d6 at the end of the
Oh, no, it's 2. It's a 2.
2 for the Temple of Light.
Yes, yeah, we want a 4, 5, or 6. We've got a 4, so
We've got a 4.
it just gains a 2 HP
It gains
shield.
a 2 HP shield. That's all right.
Yeah. Is it?
And then that's that
I'm
done.
not
It was either
totally
that
convinced.
or
That was the elite
2
one, yeah.
Yes.
uncancelable damage.
I'm not
The
totally
elite,
convinced.
yeah.
But don't worry, because I now get a go.
Oh, that's good. You've got to go where you can't cast anything.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through my turn sequence.
Yeah, because you still do get a turn.
Yeah, I still-
Whereas
Still get a
if
turn.
you were frozen,
You don't
you
get a
don't
turn.
get nothing, which means all those tokens would stay there.
Oh dear.
And you defrost in your end phase.
So token upkeep. Move all temporary tokens 1 column to the left. And some of them have an effect when they move. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. And that one doesn't. Okay? So actually, although it said I'm paralyzed for 2 turns, it's not really 2 turns. Because what happens is it's gone down to there, which means this turn I can't do anything. But on my next turn, the first thing that would happen is it would disappear.
Yeah.
So when something says it's 2 turns, for something like paralysis or disarmed, it's actually only really 1.
And over
That goes
the
down.
last few years, that is genuinely a question that does frequently
Yeah.
come up quite a lot because as soon as you've played a quick game, you'll be like, oh, hang on, that buff.
It wasn't actually 2 turns.
That's right. And when
It
we
wasn't penalised for
we've
2 turns.
intentionally designed it like that
Yes.
because we know it comes. The only thing sometimes that does last for a full duration is if you increased your defense,
Yeah.
your turn ends, and if you keep getting hit, that does last a full 3
Right.
turns. And the
Okay.
way we've designed it, there's lots of
Yep.
synergies where you might get extra damage if your opponent's paralyzed, or you might have an effect that allows you to increase the duration of a current token.
Okay.
So you might take it back to 3 turns or 2 turns.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So then we've got my dice upkeep. If I had any dice on here, they would tick down by 1. Movement. Right. Now, hero movement is slightly different. We have a hero deck of movement cards. This is made up of 20 generic movement cards and then 5 for each hero that's in the game. So it could be that I might draw a hero movement card for another hero. That doesn't mean that the other hero gets to move, but those movement cards are more powerful. Now, if you choose your own card, then you can add 1 to any of the numbers. So I'm going to draw 3 cards.
And I'm going to be the bearer of bad news, Paul.
Oh, dear.
You would still draw 3.
Yeah,
However, because you have to be able to cast a spell,
which I can't.
whichever card that you pick, they're all going to get discarded anyway.
It is
Feel
not
free
gonna
to
do anything.
showcase them.
There
yeah.
you go. So that would be a mercenary card. That would be Cast's movement card, but it would move me. And as I say, these are more powerful. So what's interesting in this game is it isn't just, oh, I'm going to move and then I'm going to use one of my spells, because you've actually got extra stuff on these cards that characters are going to be able to do. But as Damien says, because I can't cast a spell, and these allow me to move as I'm casting a spell,
Yes, exactly.
after I've resolved a spell, I can't do any of those. So all of those get discarded.
You really are completely paralysed over there.
I am paralysed,
Unable to
frozen, I'm glowing. It's all good. Right, so normally you would select one of those movements, you would select a spell, you would put a cooldown on. I can't do any of that. So I think that's it. I think that is the end of my turn.
That's
and then
correct.
we have this bright jellyfish. Now, this one is going after the player.
Oh, sorry, that dice was meant to be on
Dice
that one
was there.
earlier. Yeah.
So its primary target is players with the highest intellect. -6.
3.
What, 7? Oh no, 8 over here.
Yeah, 8 intelligence.
3,
3.
5.
8 for me.
So it's affecting 3 of us, and it's us 3. And it's another Volt Discharge. So it's another paralysis for 2 turns. Now, unfortunately, I've had my turn, which means my paralysis
goes back,
resets to 2.
Correct.
That's
right. Yeah.
I get one, so I haven't got one yet.
And the bad news is here is
So I didn't want to go before that.
I do know this game quite well, and I do know that we were able to, if Paul was not paralysed, kill these in one go.
What?
Oh.
Whoa, really?
Yes, because Paul, just read out your hydro
Oh,
barrage.
right. Okay, hydro barrage. How about this? I can affect three targets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. 7 damage
Plus intellect. which-
plus intellect.
That's
My in-
not relevant. Read what comes next, because this is really important.
Oh, right,
and this is
okay.
unique to his character, which is why
Right.
he was designed very slow.
Yeah. So 7 damage plus my intellect. My intellect is 8, so that'd be 15 damage. And the next round, the turn order is reversed. So I get to go again because I'm the slowest.
And then you guys would all go
Oh,
as
so
well. and
we'd
your
all go-
paralyzed
We'd all
would
go
on.
before the others.
However, you
However,
can't do that because
because I'm
Just
paralysed
paralyzed.
now.
And, in my brain, I was thinking, oh, we might be able to do this
Oh,
battle quite
that
fast
would
and
have
get
been
to
really
the boss.
wicked.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we not
yeah.
backtrack now? We'll just do another dice.
And then we just need one movement card
Nice.
for the jellyfish, and that turns over.
Wow.
So this actually has you may push an enemy target up to 2 hexes away as you cast a spell. So that happens before the spell is cast. So before that paralysis went off, it can push an enemy target 2 hexes away. Now, we're all pretty much on the edge of the map, and it's this one doing the pushing.
Yeah, and it's in their best interest, though. They're trying to get closer to their enemy.
So it's not going to.
So realistically, they don't want to be pushing them away.
But after you resolve the spell, we have the burn condition.
Things are looking grim.
It's the same again. It's a
So
burn
burn,
condition
burn.
of 3 hexes
So we have
for 3 turns. Oh,
amount
dear.
over.
I knew I shouldn't have got out of bed.
Should
this
we have
morning.
been putting them there? I mean, I prefer them there because I'm not going to step on them. But
anyway, you like Kath.
So I'm burning for,
Yeah,
and this is
Yeah.
1 damage
Not a good-
immediately,
not a good
that's
place to
correct.
go.
Yeah,
and 1 damage every time it ticks down.
yeah. So you take 1
So I
damage.
take
as well.
1 damage as well.
Which one is it doing this? This one.
Yes.
So it's the 3
Wrong
players with the
purple.
highest intellect.
Me.
So not you.
no, I'm on 3. Yeah.
This one
Oh, for the
for the burn.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
So no. This.
Oh no, sorry, it's hexes. Ignore me. Ignore me.
Is he not? He's not got a purple.
No, no, no.
mark.
No, it's not
The,
on
the,
there.
the, the burning was the movement card.
Yeah, he's
not-
always classed
not
as
the
being
thing.
a J on the same hex as yours.
Yeah. But he's not burning. He sat there laughing at me as I'm burning. Right. And now all of the enemies are done.
Yes.
Right. So now Kath kills them all.
Yeah,
I
that'd
can't
be good.
attack. I'm paralysed.
Ah.
But you've got some support stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So the first
So-
thing we got your token upkeep.
Yeah, I've got no
Write this
dice.
down. Off you go. Movement card. So I have 3 movement cards.
Yep.
Choose one to keep.
Oh, 2 of them are mine.
So if you
Nice.
choose one of your own,
Mhm.
you can add 1 to any one of the numbers that's on there. So if it was something that affected 2 hexes, you could make it 3 hexes. If it's something that did something for a cooldown of 2, it could become 3. If it's something that dealt 5 damage, it could become 6.
So I can't increase the number of tokens. So.
You can. Any of the numbers on the card, have I got that right?
That's correct. Yes.
Any numeric value on that card can be increased by 1.
Nice.
Okay, so this fearful thing looks quite good. Beard.
Yeah. It usually is very good. However,
Usually.
against these mobs here, because they're going to be using a cooldown 0 spell, they're only going to lose 0 health each turn.
Because it's
fear on these.
And they don't do damage with the
No,
other
you
ones, do
can't
they?
say
Okay.
next.
No,
Oh.
and because they were faster than us, unfortunately,
Yeah.
they've already.
They've already done
If
their
you were
power.
faster than them, it would have been fantastic. 'Cause they'd have lost 5 health each.
Yeah. Imre has a
they-
good question. Can I choose to have put that effect on me on my quest ally? And you can't.
No.
They can be targeted by enemy attacks,
Yes.
and they can get conditions. So if these were putting conditions on things, it could get conditions. But the effects from the ground
Yep.
go on you as a hero.
Yes, on the hero.
So neither of these 2 are very good because the other one's disarm and they're all ranged attack and it's only
Yeah.
Yeah, ranged.
So I'm not going to use my special ones. I'll use the other one.
You're going to use the
Yeah,
generic
This
one.
one makes me move.
Well, it's move 1
Yeah.
before you cast a spell, which means you can get closer.
Well, I'm still 3 away though. So wait, how close? 1, 2. I'm only 2 away from that. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh no, wait.
no.
1,
No.
2, 3.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
still 3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I've moved my
I'll
1.
get you 3 away.
And you might not want to go into the water anyway.
So you're saying that fearful's not very good because that's what I was going to do.
No, it's not.
Agility. Does
Well,
anyone
that-
has a spell with agility? No, you've got intelligence.
No, but
No.
agility will possibly change the turn
Okay,
order.
yep.
So it won't really affect these two. They'll bump up to 3 and 4. It would possibly allow you to go before this jellyfish.
Yeah, and Paul could possibly be
Or
paralysed
go to
before. Yeah.
8.
I'd
yeah.
go from 7 to 8 if you can
Yeah,
add 1 to
but
me,
you're
which doesn't
paralysed, you
change
can't do
it.
anything.
No, I'm yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to do this one, Veteran's Command, +1 strength and +1 agility for 3 turns.
To 3 people,
For 3 people.
which could be
Explosion if you wanted
could
to.
be that. But
Probably not worth
When's
it.
he...
going here.
Okay, going there. Do you want to? No? I mean, it's not very
No.
powerful, is it? No.
I don't think so.
No. So everyone else get +1 strength and +1 agility
That's 1 strength.
Plus 1 strength for 3 turns.
for
plus-
3 turns.
Plus 1 agility.
And when we're looking for the tokens in the tray, we're just looking for the number 1. We have the negative on the back and the positive on the
on
front.
the front, right. So,
Right, so I've now
immediately
got
my
3.
agility goes up
Yep.
to there.
Yep.
We've done that one, haven't we? And
Yep.
immediately your agility
Mine
goes
goes
up.
to 3, yeah.
And then, oh no, we didn't give it to.
You didn't give it to him.
No. But now,
So technically, should we roll to see?
no. When you are on the same team, you can pick.
Oh, you
Okay.
can pick.
As long as there's
That's
no
good.
enemy. However, you can't pick here because Calf's Mercenary is now tied with this jellyfish. Because they're enemies, you'll roll the die. You can do it however you like. I always do odds and evens and pick one, but you could do 1, 2, 3 for you, 4, 5, 6.
That's for next turn, though, isn't it?
No, it
We
will
should have...
come into effect next turn, but we do it instantly. So at the beginning of the round, you don't have to mess around. We know the
Right,
the
okay.
turn order straight away.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
right.
isn't going to apply now
No, but
because
at the end
Yeah.
of that person's turn, we should have rolled.
Oh, we
for the
should.
Temple of Light.
5.
That was good. That means it gains health.
So that's got a 2 shield buff.
Yes.
Thank you
Two
for that.
shields.
Well spotted. Right, and then should we do 1, 2, 3? You go before the enemy next turn.
Okay.
6. So we stay where we are.
Right, and I believe that's my turn done.
And you
Okay.
did the movement beforehand, so
Yep.
you're done. So down to agility 3, we have Flotion and his grandson. Is that what you like, Useless? So
Can you
he's
remove paralyze?
got no. So he's got a sunset bandage
Right.
where he can restore 6 hit points to somebody,
Yeah.
but nobody's taken any damage.
Well,
Or he's got a tired strike, so it deals 6 damage plus his strength, which is 4, so it deals 10. But he gains sleepy for 2 turns.
He's sleepy.
He has a lie down.
Yeah,
Because he's an old man.
Tired
Oh.
strike. It's the granddad helping the grandson.
Yeah.
One thing just to double check. Don't forget to move that paralysed down on his turn.
Oh, so he can't do an attack.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, so he can't do it.
Because he is paralyzed.
Because he's paralysed.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he
right,
does
okay.
that on
So
his
then-
turn,
Yeah, yeah.
and he can't do anything.
He
We
could
can
heal, but
heal
I
6
recommend
HP.
Has anybody taken
Waiting.
damage?
only you've only
I've
taken the one
taken
from the
one.
burn, but
Yeah.
I would
Cool
save
down
it.
3.
Save it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So he doesn't do any. Does he still get a movement card?
No, because
Oh, 'cause he's always
with
with me.
He's on you. Yeah.
It's always with me.
We
Right.
did originally try this when we first designed the maps with pets like the Huntress and things.
Yeah.
But the map clogged up
Yeah.
too fast because some of the heroes, like the Beastmaster, he
They've
summons new pets like every
Right,
other turn. So yeah.
Okay, that's Flotion and his grandson done. So Paul, you'll go.
Okay. So is anybody going to be able to attack next turn?
Me, no.
You
Me.
know.
Me, yes.
You
two,
will be
yes.
able to.
Yeah.
And I'll be able to. I'm just thinking.
All your
I've got an option. Yeah, so I've got an option here. I can either cleanse myself with water, okay, to actually start removing tokens. I'll need to do
He's gonna
some
have a
stuff
shower.
first. Yeah,
I'm putting the kettle on. You're having a
I
shower.
think maybe what I should do is maybe do my upkeep first.
So token
'Cause I'll
upkeep
get-
first.
I was getting excited about my.
So all of your tokens
ability.
move to
So
the,
these go down
to the
1.
left.
Right. So paralyzed goes down 1.
Yeah. Wound goes
Wounding
down 1.
goes down 1, and I take a wound.
No.
No.
Yeah, wound just prevent. It reduces the amount that you heal for
Okay. Yeah.
when you would heal.
Okay. This one ticks down 1. Doesn't do anything wrong.
Burn
Burn
though,
does.
So it goes down 1 and you take a damage,
Goes down 1. I take a damage.
and then glowing.
Glowing just.
You're
goes
not glowing
down
quite
1.
as bright as you were,
Not
remember.
Quite as I was. Okay. Yeah. So I've got an option. So I can either start to remove some of this stuff from me, or I could make somebody.
Can you remove
yeah,
it from me or just you?
Sorry?
Can you remove tokens from other people or just you?
At the moment,
Yeah.
only himself. Basically,
So
this is a
selfish.
brilliant ability. It says anytime he receives damage, and remember he's burned, he can cleanse 1 token.
So I can get rid of tokens.
However, if he was level 5 down here, this ability allows him to cleanse allies
Other
as
people.
well.
Yeah, all
on top
sorts.
of himself, so he can cleanse all
So
out.
I'm wondering whether to
Group
be selfish.
power.
Whether to be selfish and just keep cleaning myself.
I think your second option might be better.
Yeah, this one here. This one, the water aura. I can target somebody, and the target says that they get exposed and they'll receive 50% more damage. So I'm going to use this. So
It's great
I'm
if
going
you're going to be able to hit them at some point.
Next
I need to
turn,
take
yeah.
my 3 movement
cards.
Oh yes,
3 cards.
3 cards.
And
So,
it was
right.
exposed, wasn't it? Was the condition?
Exposed.
Yeah.
So again, Paul's paralysed, so he can't use an attack spell, but he can use a support spell.
Yeah.
And some of those support spells are still offensive spells.
Yeah.
They just don't deal damage. They do other things like putting effects on them or whatever. Because that's amazing.
Now then, this is interesting.
Well, that was amazing combined with something else that I did in the previous
and
game.
yeah.
Paul has lots of ways of healing here. He's got regen there
I
for
can-
all of
yeah.
you.
Right.
I can do regeneration.
Works
so
really nice with
Yeah.
the glowing.
Okay, so bearing in mind that we are close together, I think it's important to move away from one another. Okay, because
There's the map as we are at the moment.
so I want to use. I think I'm going to use the one that gives me movement. The others allow me to push enemies away, but we'll still be together, and we're taking damage because
Yeah,
we're
the
together.
sooner we get
we
away
get
from
away.
each
So I'm
other,
going to
the
use
better.
the movement one.
And Paul has not actually seen this card, so show it to Paul as well, because if you'd have drawn that, Paul, you'd be able to get halfway around the map.
Oh, wow. Because that's my card, so I
Yeah.
would have been able to move
Move
5.
5, yeah.
Okay, but you're going to use it.
I
and
can
it's-
use it to move up to
It's
4. Is it?
4 before you do the spell.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to.
So
Yeah,
that's
so
the
I'm
one
gonna
you're
do that.
using. Those go to the
Discard
discard
that.
pile.
So I'm
Are
going to.
you
So where am I going to
moving?
go? It'll be interesting to
Go
try.
here. It's a lovely place.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just. This looks quite nice. These are going to be good in round 4, aren't they?
Yep.
And I don't really want to go to the water, so I'm going to go this way. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
All right.
And pray the enemies don't pull you.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Do would they pull me
they
into
might,
that mess?
Sometimes, but
That mess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've
They
done it.
might.
Now.
no,
I've done it now.
great.
Okay. So now I'm going
You
to
move to here.
So I've moved to there. I'm now going to cast my spell, which is Water Aura. Take a die. It's a cooldown of 3, so I put 3 on here. And it says add the exposed token.
So it's one enemy. Which
One
you
enemy.
can choose who.
Yeah.
There's no range limitations in this game, is there?
Only
Apart
for
from
the attacks.
the
For
modifications.
your support spells, no, not at all.
Yeah. But even
Right.
that attack is infinite range.
Which one is doing us the worst
Yes,
damage?
yeah. And we do get often asked the question, because I know many other games,
How am I doing
This
a
one.
melee attack over there?
Yeah.
It's
what we've done is because 50% of the map, 50% of these combat maps, you are adjacent, you start spawned close.
Okay.
Because that benefits melee, and the other 50% you'll spawn further away,
Got
which is beneficial for your range. And during the balance testing, it was too difficult, some maps,
Yeah.
for your melee characters to actually get close. It might take 3 rounds, and
Which
didn't
is
want,
half the game.
we didn't
Right,
want your
okay.
character doing nothing for half of the game. So
Got it.
yeah, you
These
can attack.
These
them
are
anyway.
giving more damage, aren't they? Will they damage us next turn?
Well,
They're
this
all
one-
going
This
to
one
attack
that's
next
going to
turn.
that's
Yeah,
going to do damage. That one says damage. That one says damage.
they're all going to do damage
Yeah,
next
this
turn.
one,
That's going
this
to
one
hit
and that
me.
one.
No,
That's
that one
15
there.
plus 100% more
Okay,
if you're
so-
paralysed.
So
then-
right. So where is this? This is the elite. That's,
Yeah.
I can't quite see it from my side. Is that that one?
That's that one.
Okay. And it's a long way away, isn't it?
Well,
It doesn't
it's
matter
3
for
or more, so
support.
it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter for support.
No.
Okay. Well, that's it then. Let's target. Let's do this one. Let's do
Okay.
the elite.
So
Elite,
it's
yeah.
exposed for 2 turns.
He's exposed for 2 turns. I also receive a water fragment.
Yeah. So
I'm collecting these water fragments because I've got this ability
and you get
that
4.
allows me to. Yeah. Once I've got 4, I can summon a water elemental.
And note that water elemental summon would be part of the hero ability, which is not part of your one spell.
It's a separate thing.
separate
entirely.
phase. Yeah.
Right.
So I just want to answer a question that nobody's asked yet. But you might be thinking, these abilities get more powerful the further they go to the right. You'll notice this says cooldown 6. What that means is if I use that spell, I put a 6 on it, and I can't use it again for another 6 rounds. If I was able to attack, I've got another attack, which is also cooldown 6. And you might think, well, why don't you always just use these? It's because at the end of a battle, although your hit points heal, these stay the same. So if I was to use that now, and then the battle was to end next round, I would be going into the next battle with that already on 5. So these cooldowns of your spells do not reset between individual battles.
Right.
And you just have to factor that in. Because otherwise everybody would just constantly be using
the strong
ones all
yeah.
the time. There's no cost in like mana to cast any of these things. It's always just cooldown.
Management, board management.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are, we didn't get to them yet, but in some of these action cards, quite a few of the outcomes do allow you a whole party to maybe take all their dice off or to reduce some of their dice.
Okay.
So some of the outcomes.
Which represents resting or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah, on some of those cards.
Okay.
Right, that's me. I'm done.
That's it. End of round.
Yep.
So we go to round 2.
And because we changed the agility in real time when Kath cast the spell, we did it then. At the beginning of the round, we don't have
just
to
split
check
the
in.
tokens.
It's ready to go.
So in round 2, according to this,
you're spotted by an enemy patrol.
I would, if you don't mind, I would say,
house rule that
well, house rule, skip that because this battle
is already
very tough and was not intended for the demo.
Okay, no worries.
But just so you know, what would happen here is on these green hexes here, we get a patrol has been spotted and we summon 1 extra monster here.
Yeah.
If we're playing on hard or ultimate mode, which is recommended for 4 or 5 heroes, you would summon 2 additional monsters.
So we're gonna skip that.
Good. That sounds good.
So round 2.
What happens when we increase this dice? The map has their own maintenance upkeep. So these dice here will go down by a value of 1.
Down by 1.
Now this just helps clean the map up so tokens don't last on that map forever. They'll be gone in 2 more rounds.
Okay. So we have yellow jellyfish, which is this one, which is this one.
Yeah, so it ticks
So
down.
it does its token upkeep. It does its dice upkeep. We then draw a movement card. So it's doing something after it's done the spell. Its main spell is on cooldown, so it can't do that. So it's doing its other one. And it's targeting the player with the highest agility, which is me.
Paul over there.
So what's it doing? It's doing a tentacle sting. So it's doing 5 damage plus its intellect, which is 8. So it's doing 13 damage, but it's a ranged attack, and it is range 3.
Yeah.
So that's -5.
Yeah.
So it's 13 goes down to 8. My defense is 5, so I only take 3 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
That's better.
For now. It's going to get worse, but yeah.
Right. However, I'm now glowing for 3 turns.
Oh, and you're glowing.
But I'm already glowing for 2 turns. But this is not a stackable condition.
Yeah, there's not
So
very
it
many
comes off and
stackable
goes back on
conditions.
front.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
there's,
Okay.
we've got
Bleed.
bleed and the sort of buffs and HP regen.
These.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's infinite amount of those.
So that's not too bad. Now, the reason why we're not putting a cooldown dice on that is because that has a cooldown of 0. So basically, it can always do that.
So it's always going to be able to do that.
It's always going to be able to do that. It's its least preferred option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it can always do that.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's that done.
Yeah. We do have some
We've got the post.
post movement.
You may move up to 3 hexes after you resolve a spell. So, close range is better.
Yes, they want to get
So
adjacent.
it is going to try and get adjacent to me. So it does. It moves to there. And then after you resolve a spell, you may place a feared condition on 2 hexes for 2 turns, each adjacent to an enemy. So things have changed now because previously we had to do what was best for the enemies. And because we had 2 characters next to each other, adjacent to me meant it went on Paul, and adjacent to Paul meant it went on me. Now we can put it basically on 2 hexes as long as it's adjacent to a character, and as long as we don't go on those hexes.
We always recommend in the AI that they do still focus on their target. So we would say if you're playing exactly by the rules,
They both go adjacent to me.
the target. Yeah. However, we always do state, because the game has so many different variables on the map, that you are always allowed to at any time use some human initiative and place them wherever you like. But in doing that, we always say try not to give yourself an easy turn. Try to act in the best interest of the monster.
Because otherwise we could have just said, well, just
stick them
one there and one there.
Yeah, exactly. So that seems like a wise move.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it have been okay then for us to put that there?
Sorry.
Could we have put that there?
No, because that's not in the monster's best interest.
Yeah, you could have.
We could have done, but it's not in his interest.
When given two choices,
Yeah.
if one of them is either good for the monster or bad, it will. Yeah,
Fair enough. All right.
that's that done.
That's a
Right.
shame. Isn't it?
Yep, that's right.
Then we do the blue one. So the blue one is. That wasn't the blue one, was it? That was this one. So that takes down. The dice takes down.
That's 5 goes
That's
down.
also going for the player with the highest agility.
So so the only way for us to stop these guys, a lot of them are going for Paul all the time because he's the light mage, fastest characters. If we can somehow reduce their stat, so their next highest stat would be something other than agility, or increase our stats here, and maybe not give Paul extra agility, only just pick yourselves.
Yeah.
That would then change the targeting.
I'm going to
Okay,
need.
okay.
If I start hopping around and reduce my agility down to 4 voluntarily, then they'll go for somebody else.
Yeah.
I say, look, I'm not a threat. Look, I can't.
I can't walk.
Am I human? Just
Yes,
out of
Light
interest.
mage.
Yeah.
So, and are you 2 human as
I
well?
look like
Yeah,
it,
yeah, almost every single character.
I was going to
is
accuse the
humanoid.
jellyfish of being racist.
Yeah.
But
Right. Okay.
So we have one movement card for the
one
jellyfish.
movement card for the jellyfish. It's movement. It's push an enemy after the spell.
Okay.
So it's going for me.
Which one is it? I can't see.
It's this one here.
Yep.
So this one here is going for me. It's doing a Volt Sting. It's 7 damage plus 5. It's 12. But it's at range 2. So it goes down to 10. Minus my defense of 5. I take 5 damage.
That's 100% more if you're paralyzed.
So 10 damage.
Correct, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then it pushes me away too. But I can't be pushed away because I'm at
that's
the edge of the
fine.
map. Blue one is done.
Yep.
Now
So-
it's the elite one. I wonder who that's going for. So the token goes down.
Could this not push you there?
It's a good point.
Because it's pushing away, isn't it?
Yeah, which one was it?
So
It's this monster.
Yeah, so in terms of sort of movement and line of sight and everything, this hex is further away from that one.
That one isn't.
Sorry?
That one isn't further away from where I currently am.
No, it's further away from him.
It's not.
No, it's 1, 2, 1.
So this is a question for
Oh, I
you
see.
as the designer.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Is it final destination has to be further away than I am, or is it each hex pushed has to be further away from where I currently am?
Sorry, say that again.
If the rules are that the final destination where I end up has to be further away than where I started,
Yes.
then it can push me to here.
Yeah.
If, however, each individual push is treated as a separate one, then me moving from there to there is not further away from it than I currently am. So that's a rules question.
Yeah, that's the great one. Yeah, it's the final destination then.
So the final destination,
Has to
if
be
it was to
further
push me
away.
to, is further away. So even though the temporary one is the same distance away, it does do the push.
Yes.
And if that's not in the rule book, you'll add that to the rule book.
Yeah. So one thing we haven't entirely finalised right now is all of the rules.
Yes.
So that is still.
So we'll go with that one.
So we're going to go with the fact that it's further away. So do you pick this up
So
on
I
the way?
picked that up on the way. Because the more conditions I get, the better story I tell about my exploits. So I now become feared.
And that would go on the permanent there.
I'm sorry about that.
And why is it going on?
Why is it going on the permanent one?
Because if you have it, this is a one-time
Oh,
effect.
it's the next time I do a spell,
Yeah.
I take damage equal to the cooldown value of that spell.
That's it, Paul. Yeah.
So the timer was how long the counter stayed on the board, but when it comes off the board, it
It's
goes
still
as
there.
like,
Yeah, that's
right.
correct. Yeah.
Cast the next
And that
one,
won't
doesn't
go until I
your
cast the
turn.
spell.
Yeah.
So you need to cast a 0
Right.
spell.
I do.
Yeah,
Well, I need to be able to cast any spell. I'm still putting the kettle on. Right. That was that one, I think.
Yeah.
Was that one?
Yeah.
No, that was that one.
Yeah, that was blue.
That was the blue
we're just
one.
on blue.
That was the
We're
blue one.
just on blue.
Yeah, because we were about to do the other one, and then
Yeah.
Trevor reminded me
was
about
that
that.
push? Oh, was that
That
push?
push was from this
Oh,
guy.
was
That's
that push
pushed from the
this
blue
guy
one.
then?
No, it's pushed from the blue
from
one.
the blue one. It
So
was the
now,
bluest push.
now we're doing
Okay,
this one.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So token goes down 1.
Okay.
So that means it can't be. No, that's the exposed one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exposed.
It takes
That means
50%
it's
more
gonna take
damage when it takes
50%.
damage.
If it takes damage, then we can.
No, that's not a cooldown dice, is it?
No, that would stay there.
That's bonus hit points.
Yeah.
Right, and then it's going for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Agility
It's
again,
been nice
yeah.
knowing you.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's 15 damage. Movement. It's movement afterwards. Okay, so it's 15 damage, and it's this one.
Luckily, it moves after. That's what you want.
Yeah, so it's 10. Minus my defense of 5, it's 5. Doubled because I'm paralysed. I'm down to 20, guys.
It's fine.
I think you're going to be all right, Paul.
We do heal at the end of the battle. So that's good.
I can do regen. I can do regen.
And there'd be no dice on
Right,
that.
and then after you resolve a spell, you may place a paralysed condition on 2 hexes for 2 turns adjacent to any of your enemies. And we're saying it's going for me.
Yeah, because you're the prime.
So if we put it there and there, that is probably the worst for me.
Yeah.
2 turn timer. We can have 2 little
yellow dice.
When we played this afternoon, I didn't quite get this enemy movement AI.
Yeah.
But now that I've had Chinese,
Yeah.
it all clicks.
Yeah.
I understand this now, and I think I'm understanding it better. I think it's going off at a tangent slightly. Any game with this level of complexity, the first time you play it or the second time you play it, you might struggle. You might be having to look things up, and you said in your tutorial you've got lots of examples as well as to how things work.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to have to go through that carefully to learn the game. But I think once you've gone through it and it's clicked, it will then flow.
Yeah.
This is flowing a lot better than, which is why we had a practice game this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, in the tutorial, we sort of reroute the monster whilst directly moving towards you.
Right.
To sort of show why would we not just go straight? Why would they sort of take a detour here? And it's to sort of showcase that glowing condition that Paul mentioned earlier.
Right.
That when you heal, but because the monster was at full health, it kind of wanted to be burned, so it would lose health, so then it could heal the following turn.
That's the level of AI that I've
yeah.
It's in an orange.
Oh,
hex.
it is in an orange hex. So
Got
at the end of its turn,
Yep.
it does the Temple of Eternal Light. Because it didn't move, did it?
No.
No, it didn't.
No movement. Ooh, damage.
2 undefendable damage.
Scorches all enemies for 2 undefendable damage. So we all take it, including
Does it? Oh, undefendable.
yeah, undefendable.
Which means you can't use your defense stat.
Down to 18. Right. Okay. My go. Am I going to be able to do anything? No. So those 2 tick down. Right. I'm no longer disarmed. I'm no longer confused.
Good.
I'm no longer wounded.
Nice.
I am still paralysed, but that's fine. It just means I can't do an attack. I can still do
you
a
can
support.
still do those.
Yeah, you can still gain some health at
The
least.
glowing goes down. The burning goes down. I take a damage.
1, yeah.
Right. Are you ready, chat?
Yeah.
I'm going to do something.
Here we go. Paul's recovery.
What am I going to do?
So one thing, just don't forget, because you're feared.
If I do a big thing, I'll take damage.
Yeah, so feared means you lose HP equal to the cooldown value. So if we cast a cooldown 6, Paul would have to lose 6 health.
Yeah, let's not do that. So,
You're going to take your 3 cards.
I'll take my 3 cards, because that might
change. Yeah, it might change.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them are yours. You may pull an enemy up to 2 hexes towards you as you cast a spell.
Ooh.
And then after you... yeah.
Yes.
And then after you
they can't
resolve the
act
spell, I can
paralyze
put a
that
bleed condition on up to 3 hexes adjacent to any of your enemies.
Could you place it?
I mean, that's better than that, because that's also bleed, but it's only 2 of them. So I will
It's a
choose...
shame it wasn't the purple one, because the purple one
That's
hasn't
stun.
acted yet. Stun isn't too great in this scenario, in this example, because it means they skip their dice upkeep.
That's not good at all.
And since they're always going to be casting their cooldown 0 for the next
Yeah.
4 rounds, I think we'll probably get rid of them before.
So, I can pull an enemy up to 2 hexes towards you as you cast a spell. And based on what you said earlier, we said that as long as the final destination is close to me, I can pull that one there and then there.
Yeah.
If that's the current rules.
That's right.
Which means it would pick up
Clean-
both
it
of
would
them.
clean them up, yeah,
It would
for
clean
you.
them up. So let's do that. So
Yeah,
I'll
good
pull,
idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I
I'll
didn't
pull
even
that
consider
one there and then there. So it becomes paralysed for 2,
Yep.
and then that goes and it becomes paralysed for 2.
And that was that the elite
yellow one.
That's the yellow one, yeah. So it goes there.
That's alright, that's that gone.
You might want to show the battle cam.
Oh yes, battle cam. Let's put battle cam on. Battle cam's number 3, I think. Yep, there we go. So I've just pulled that from there towards me, and it's now paralysed for 2 turns, which means it can't do an attack, which is what it does.
Yeah, because they already have their support spell on cooldown, they're not going to be able to act.
So that's not going to be able to attack.
Which
So
is which
that's-
is great
that's
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
take that, jellyfish.
That's what you need.
Okay, so back to me. I'm now doing one of these.
But it will hurt you if you do.
It will hurt me, but I'm still thinking I might heal. None of them are glowing, which is a shame. I can either do that or I can do a light grenade, which reduces the defense of all of those things and makes them glowing.
Makes them glowing.
It makes them glow, which means if any of us heal, they take damage.
Okay. Well, I could cast an Aqua Shield, which gives a regen, so we'll be regenning all the time.
So I'm going to cast Light Grenade. It's got a cooldown of 3. I target 3 things. So I'm going to target not that. I'm going to target the other 3.
Dead though, I'd still recommend the barrage.
And they're going to get -1 defense
possibly.
and glowing for 3 turns.
Yeah, and who would your targets
So
like?
everything except this one. So that
the
one,
yellow.
that one, and that one are -1 defense.
Yeah, and was it for a duration of 3
It's a
turns?
duration of 3 turns. And they're also glowing.
Just not the blue one, did you?
Not the yellow one.
Yellow, sorry. So we've got here and here, and then they're glowing.
And then they're glowing as well. So we somehow want to heal ourselves. Because,
You have to lose 3 HP.
And I have to lose 3 HP because of the fear.
Yeah, and then that token will get discarded.
Right. And then, after you resolve a spell, you may place a bleed condition on up to 3 hexes for 3 turns. So we want to...
Hang on, I thought you used your movement to pull the monster earlier.
Yep, that's before. And then afterwards,
sorry. I didn't see that.
Yeah. So 3 bleed conditions. So, I mean, based on the fact that I think they're going to
these
start...
next to each other, so can we not put one there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we put one there, and we put one there.
Yeah, good one.
So that one starts bleeding, which is this
The
one.
elite one, yeah. Oh, and because it's exposed, it means it takes 50% more of 1 damage.
Okay.
Which goes up to 1.5, and it's always rounded up.
Okay.
So they'll take 2 points damage, which means their shield will be gone.
And the purple one gets it as well.
Purple one, which is that one there, they just take 1, so their shield value goes down to
1.
1.
And then I'm going to put another bleed token. Put it there. Right. Done.
That's good.
I think.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Well done.
Yep.
Right.
And then we move to
This one.
This one, yeah.
So token upkeep, that moves down. Those 2 move down. It takes another 1 damage from the bleed.
Shield is
Nice.
now gone.
It's going for the character with the highest intellect. Not me.
3. I've got 3.
It's got to be me. I've got
8.
8.
6. And this has got 5. So it's going for you.
Yeah.
Draw 1 movement
Oh, yeah.
card.
Movement card. It's moving 1 hex as you cast a spell. So it wants to be as close as possible because of this.
Yep.
I'm
It's
right
going
down here
towards
in the corner.
you, so it moves here.
At least it's off the orange.
It's off the orange, which is great.
Yeah.
It's not going to end its turn there.
So it's this one. So Tentacle Sting is 3 plus 8, 11.
11.
Minus 5 is 6. Minus your defense of
4. That's 2
take
damage.
2.
Or you could take that all day long.
Easy.
Yeah.
And then, after you have resolved a spell, you may place a knockback condition on 3 hexes for 2 turns adjacent to any of your enemies.
Just before that, there was a little after this particular
there was
spell
that.
also places glowing for
Glowing.
3 turns. And you can't avoid those ones. You immediately would receive. Oh, sorry, you've already got glowing. So
So
get
it
reset.
moves from
Glowing
2 to 3.
To 3.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then-
after we've resolved a spell, which is now,
A
then
knockback condition on 3 hexes with a 2-turn duration. And we're saying that it's focusing on Paul.
that's correct. Yeah.
So it's there, there, and there.
You say 3 hexes or
3
2?
hexes.
3 hexes. Yeah. So that's right.
So you're now surrounded by
Knockback.
a knockback condition, which is bad.
It is if you step into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it 2-turn duration? Did you say?
2-turn duration. Yeah. We have a question in the chat from Jim. When you've got a sec, could Damien give a quick rundown of the different versions available on the website? We'll do that at the end of the video. We won't interrupt, or maybe at the end of this combat. We'll do it at the end of this combat. Thank you for the question. Right, so that was that one,
Yep.
which is all done, and it's not on a thing, so
Yeah,
we are
that's
done.
good. That's good.
Right.
I am not.
Yay! We can finally kill them.
Well, I think
Chip away at them.
as long as I can move, I think I can do quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Hydromancer can.
I think one might be,
You
one
have
might
to,
be
you
fire
have to
argent.
waste a very big spell.
Yeah.
Which is not going to be great for the boss,
But it's going to look fantastic.
So with the jellyfish, you've just got to get through the first couple of turns.
survival, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do hit quite hard. But they do have the less defense. I mean, it's only got 4 defense. If you can hit for...
I'm going to hit big time in a minute.
The only one thing we do have to consider is they are still quite far away. We do still have -5.
I think I'm going to do this one.
This one, that's 50% extra.
So I move 2 before I cast my spell, and then afterwards I can put can't be healed condition on 2 hexes, and because these are next to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, do they heal each other? Is it worth it?
They can't heal directly, no. And then on the map, there's no regen being resourced.
Well, the other option was just move 2 afterwards.
Move 2 before and afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, that's quite flexible.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Definitely, yeah.
Yep.
But that would mean. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong person.
Yeah, so I'm
here.
going to move 1, 2. So then I'm next to these.
You get a -1 permanent hit point token.
So do I lose life straight
and you
away?
immediately lose the hit points.
Do I immediately lose 1?
You do indeed, yeah.
So I lose 1, so I'm on 42.
And it goes in the permanent section, so it's easy to manage. It's never moved.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, because I'm next to these 2,
Yeah,
I
nice.
get +2 damage
On a melee attack.
on a melee attack. Which I
Nice.
think this one's my best one. So I can attack 3. So
And that's
I attack,
adjacent as well.
yeah, so I attack
Yeah.
these 2, and this one's
2 away.
2 away, so
Yeah,
I get
minus
-2.
Yeah.
And I do
6 cooldown.
4
Yeah,
damage
it's a
plus my
great
strength.
spell.
So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I do 13. And I was going to do this, so it's undefendable.
Most of the time, that is very true. But can you see there's a little restriction on that red token?
Can I be using trash mill? Okay. Yeah.
And that's just because of balance, because you'd be able to 13 damage and they can't defend it. It's almost one-shot kill territory, especially if these guys were able to buff your strength stat.
So 4 plus strength.
And
strength
then
is nice. 13.
After that, yes, that's 13.
Yeah.
I've got a little another thing I can do afterwards.
So yeah, so if we do this
15,
one, that's the elite.
15 on that one.
1, 2, 3.
So their
9,
defense
13,
is 6.
7.
So they got -1 from your spell.
Oh, yeah,
So
6.
it's 15. So they take 9.
9.
But because of Paul's 50% extra, it's another 4.5 rounded up to 5. 9 plus 5, they
14.
take 14. They're down to
14
6.
damage. Bosh.
Nice.
Maths.
Nice.
6.
6. Yeah,
Zero,
so you can
6.
take that off.
Yeah, gone.
Nice. And then that was this one, yeah? Oh, sorry. So we've got the purple one. That's the same damage, yeah?
Well, it's got defense 5. So how much are you doing again? 15.
15.
So that's 10.
No, it's got -1 again. So
So it's 11.
yeah.
So that's down to 9.
Right, and then this one, it was -2, so it's 11. Rather than +2, it's
on the
-2.
blue one. And
Blue one.
he has 5.
So it's 13 minus 2. It's 11. So that's 6.
6 down to 14.
Did you factor in its -1?
5.
I think so.
11 minus 5, 6. It's on 14. Yeah. Right, and then it says you may cast your veteran's command spell, resetting its cooldown die. So even though I've
so
got a
one
cooldown,
spell
I
allows
don't
you
need
to do
it.
another one.
Because it allows you to reset it, yeah.
Now, this is the one that gives +1 agility. So if I don't give it to Paul,
Oh, no. I would, because there would be a 4-way roll, which means if Paul wins, he might be going before. There's a good chance he'll go before some of these monsters.
and he won't be paralysed as long as he doesn't get attacked.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
it should at that point realistically be checkmate, because we also have Paul's turn next and Flotion's.
Yeah.
So we should be
So,
able to kill them.
I give you 2 and myself +1 strength and +1 agility.
And these are stackable.
Yes.
So it actually goes there. So my +1 agility puts me on 9. So I move from there
This is a permanent.
to there.
No,
3 turns.
3 turns.
And I roll to see where I go within
Yeah.
that.
And so there would be a 4-way roll. So we'd roll.
Gosh. Well, you roll 3 for them.
Okay, yeah. That's a good
And
idea.
I'll roll 1 for me.
So I will roll the yellow one first. He's got a 6.
So 6.
Go on, you roll yours.
3.
So
The blue one is on 1.
1.
So the blue one's at the end.
Yeah.
The other one's also a 6. So I go there.
2 before you. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
And I move up 1. because I gained one, and I suppose Paul does.
I gained one.
Yep. Now that was my turn, but I've got 2 more movement left. Now I could go here, then here to pick up this one.
Yep. Even though you can't use the light damage because you're melee character, take it off the map in case the enemies by chance
they
move
can't. They don't.
Oh,
get
that's very
bonus
true.
for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so no one gets it then.
And
I don't want to
there's
go through
no point
water
you
again.
being on the Temple of Berserk. I just don't know.
I don't want to go through water again.
Correct. Stay on the island if you can. I mean,
So I can
possibly there because I don't think we're going to get to round 5. But if we did, a loot item would drop here.
And what colour is this? Is this blue?
This is the turquoise.
Oh,
teal
turquoise.
one on
Oh,
the
I don't want to
outside.
go back out the water. Okay, let's go here then.
At least it stops them pushing you into the water.
I
Yeah.
don't want to get in the water.
Yeah.
Right, so I believe.
Yeah, you're
That's my
done.
turn
That
done.
had already been done.
Yeah,
So it's over to you, Paul.
Okay.
Token.
So, tokens first.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of new players that get excited and forget the upkeep.
Do the
Wait, I want to cast this spell.
Right, okay, so that comes off. That comes off. Yes, that comes off. I take 1 damage from the fire.
Burn.
And I am now still glowing. Okay, here it comes. 3 cards, please. Hopefully I don't have to move.
Oh, you don't want to move.
I don't want to move.
Oh, it says May though. It's always a May.
Yeah, it's always me.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can choose 0.
Okay, so I've got one with a picture of me on it. That's got to be good, surely. After you resolve a spell, you may place a drenched condition on up to 3 hexes for 3 turns.
Because they're adjacent.
So that would be great, wouldn't it? So I'll take that one, I
You're
think.
going to throw a bucket of water over them.
I'm going to throw
Well, they're jellyfish
more
though.
than
Surely
a
they
bucket.
like the water.
Yeah.
Believe me, there is a tsunami on its way. Watch this space. Right, I'm going to do that after the spell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Hydro Barrage. This is my big.
This is your big.
This is my biggie attack spell.
Yeah, these heroes are sick of being paralysed. They're just
I've had enough of this.
get the big spells out
Right,
the way.
watch this.
We'll suffer the
it's-
consequence at the boss.
It's 3 enemies. It's 7 damage plus my inter.
Don't forget your 3 movement. Oh, sorry, you did that. My apologies.
Did it?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I know the whole.
Yeah, I'm okay. I've got that.
I'm 5
here.
minutes
That's
behind.
to go afterwards. So I'm going to do 7 damage plus my intellect, which is 8. So that's 15 damage on 3 enemies.
Is it ranged?
It's ranged, yeah. So I have to pay the penalty.
Minus 5.
It's going to be minus 5.
5, isn't
10
it?
damage. But it
So
might be worth looking
10
at their
damage.
defense. That one's got 7, 5, 4, and 6. So obviously,
You'd kill that one. Because its defense is 6. You're doing 10. That's 4 plus 50%.
yeah. So take it to 6.
Oh, good on maths there. Okay, well that's worth doing it. What one is that one?
You could.
Elite one.
But it also has this bleed condition on it. So it's actually going to lose
Stuff anyway.
stuff anyway. And if
Okay.
somebody heals next turn, it's going to die. But that's going to go before me. So
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
yours
it won't do.
reverse-
I'm going to reverse the order.
Reverse the order.
Yeah. So he's going to.
I'm going to go.
Oh, right.
Fingers crossed he just kills them all
It
in his
is-
second turn.
it's
Yeah,
over
I'm
then.
going to do 2 lots of water tsunamis. Okay, so did we say that we can kill? No, this one's on 20.
So we didn't
So I
want to
can
increase
get.
meter there. If you were going to do that,
Yeah. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah.
Bit. Yeah, because that means you're going later in the turn.
Okay.
well, should we give it to him then? Because we wouldn't have done that if we knew you were going to do that.
Yeah, that's a very good
Okay.
point. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I'm actually still there.
Okay, right.
And that's cap, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes. When you're allies, you can pick
yeah.
who goes you
Right.
first before you.
Okay, so so three targets. So let's do this target.
Yeah. So we
So
worked out.
we worked out his
died. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
So that's the
That's the
Elite
elite.
one.
that's the
isn't it?
elite one.
The one that
Got-
doesn't have. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, that's also one that's that turn there, so that's good. Okay, then let's have a look at defense 4, which is 9.
This one.
So
That's got defense 4.
yeah, and this one here is defense 5, but this is only on
Well,
9
5
points.
minus 1.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is 4.
So
Okay,
it would take 6.
yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's take 6
That's
off of
down
that.
to 3.
And then
That would
defense.
take 5,
That's
and that one would take 6.
okay. Well, let's thin them out as much as we can. Let's
This
do
is
one.
paralysed, remember.
It's paralysed.
Oh, that's the
yeah.
one that can't attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
do that one then. Let's do
Yeah.
that one.
Down 5, so it goes to 9.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Now I receive a water fragment, and next round the turn order is reversed. I get a water fragment there, and then we turn it upside down.
Well, we'll just go that way.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, no, that is
This
exactly
one
what you
should
were
be
supposed
one
to do.
player.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay. So then I can place drenched conditions on 3 spaces for 3 turns, adjacent to any of your enemies. So
you've got
Monica's
I've
asking,
got
do
rid of-
they have splatter effects on their attacks? I guess because they're jellyfish.
Only the splatter is only if they
Yeah.
get it on the movement cards.
So
By default,
drenched,
they don't.
They suffer 1 damage immediately and another 1 damage during each player's token upkeep. So not like burn, where you just take the damage on your turn, but drenched is you take a damage on everybody's turn.
but but it's going to be adjacent to any of your
Yeah, now-
enemies.
Oh,
I think
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pointing out because he killed one.
I killed
Oh,
the
yeah.
wrong one, didn't I?
You can't place it on him now. You
Yeah.
can only
Yeah,
surround
I
them.
should have thought about that.
Yeah.
But, okay,
Never mind.
too bad. Too bad. Okay, well, let's do it adjacent. Let's do something where we can push them. Why don't we put one there?
Yep.
Let's put one there because that's a pull, isn't it? And then let's put this one. This one. I don't know there, so we can push.
Can I just
Put
get
one
the
there?
yellow dice?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it. Yeah, 3 on there. So potentially push that. Okay, those are done for the moment.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Okay, that's me.
Yep.
Right.
And then we're over to our little ally,
Flotion.
Flotion and his grandson.
Yeah. So he doesn't draw a movement card. He just chooses. Well, these tick down, so he's no longer paralysed. That drops down 1, and then we could get him to do a tired strike.
I think so. Save
Just
the
hit
cooldown
this.
dice on the heel. Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 damage plus his strength, which is 4, so that's 10 damage on this one,
The yellow one.
which has got a 4 defense.
Perfect.
So it takes 6.
Yep.
And then he's tired for 2 turns.
Yeah. So
Is that +2? Did you do the +2?
It didn't do the +2. It's melee. Yeah. So it's 6, 10, it's 12.
Wow.
Minus its 4 defense. It was 8. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not too bad then actually.
So he's
Decent
tired
attack.
for 2
He's
turns.
doing all right.
Yeah.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Which means he's asleep. Which means he skipped his main phase action.
Right.
Unless if he takes damage, he wakes up.
Any damage is where we know. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's him done.
Okay.
Round 3. So the
Going
board ticks
backwards.
down.
This time. So can I go first?
Afraid not.
No.
Flotion does.
Because it's right to left now.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
He's not going to do much though.
No,
He's gone to sleep, hasn't he?
snoring. He's snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll just get an upkeep. And he skips his main phase.
Yep. That's him done.
Done.
Okay.
So
So
now,
that's me.
now it is your turn, Paul.
Okay. So I do upkeep. So that one comes off. That one goes there. That one comes off. That one goes there.
You're
I'll
burning.
burn for 1.
No.
No, I don't
No.
go for
It
1.
moves
It's the
down.
last.
Yeah.
I'm glowing last right there. Okay. Now then, 3 cards.
Don't forget
Oh,
this
dice.
here. I noticed earlier, I've actually not picked
Oh,
this
yeah.
up myself. There's one more error in my prototype. It looks like I forgot to put
The yellow flame on the other side.
Yeah, so it shows on all the reference sheets that
Yeah.
burn lasts for 3 rounds, and then when it hits the golden line, if it's on the orange flame, it comes back.
And it burns for another. Basically, it lasts for 6.
I also
Yeah.
forgot to do this dice on my last turn, so it goes down 2 because it was 3. Then it would have gone 2 when I did this one. Now it's gone down to 1.
Yep.
That
All right.
one should be on 4 because it starts on 5.
Thank you. Don't know why I put it on 6.
Oh, it's not a 6. Cool.
I was
down.
getting excited
Down.
there.
Right.
Okay, good. Oh, well, look, I've got two more of my own. After you receive a spell, you may place
Ooh,
frozen condition.
Frozen's fantastic.
Okay, well, that sounds like I ought to keep that one then.
It means they skip their whole turn.
Oh, well, that sounds good, doesn't it? Let's do that then.
Well, you're going to kill them before that, aren't you?
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, I can pull.
Because I'm actually going to be able to
An
attack
ally.
something for the first time.
You may pull an ally.
He doesn't want you to get an attack.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. Oh, I see.
No,
I'm there.
I'm
Oh.
No, I just got ready.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, I just got ready. Right, this is after the effect.
One good thing is all
No.
your spells are mostly good
Well,
to go.
I'm ready
yeah.
for the boss.
Okay. Right. Who needs some health regen?
Well, I do. But
I think you're in
What
a good
happens
position
at
to
the
take
end
some
of the
out.
battle?
no, you heal to full at the end of the battle.
Right.
But
So
remember,
you probably don't need to. Then.
these guys are glowing. So if any of us get healed, they take damage.
Oh.
Yeah, these two here.
So
Oh, and that would kill this one.
Yeah, that
on
would kill
its
that.
turn, it would be at 1 and
Yeah.
it'd die.
So it's up to you. You can either hit one and deal it some damage, or put regen
that
on
would
us.
probably kill some of them, wouldn't it? This it maybe kill.
It's 2 damage and -2 agility. That's 1. So it's 3 damage for 3 turns.
Your intellect is 8.
Oh, so I'm looking. No. Oh, plus intellect. I forgot that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you were looking at your
I
agility
was
stat.
looking at agility stat.
No, it reduces their agility by 2.
reduces theirs by
It slows them down.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
we do
Well,
not
actually-
want to do that right now.
No,
Because then they'll go before me.
That's true. Only do it
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can
'Cause
kill
we're-
them.
Okay, so let's have a look.
We
So 2
reverse the
damage.
polarity.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's 3 damage plus 8. It's 11. I can do 11 damage.
This
Minus
one's at 4. That'd be 7. That would
that
die.
would die.
That's going to die anyway, I think.
Oh, you lose 5 though because you're so far away.
Oh yeah, that's not worth me doing. I'm gonna do this regeneration jobby. I'm gonna do hydrotherapy
Oh, nice.
because it sounds great.
I could do with some of that.
Yeah. So this is on 3 allies. Right. You can gain 2 droplets.
Which is 2 water damage. What we'll do is, technically, you should get the token, the water damage, but to speed things up, Paul has no water elemental type spells, so he's not going to be able to
There's
buff
no
any.
point me.
And it's the same for the mercenary, so we'll just give it to you, Paul.
I just get water thing. So I get that. So it goes on my damage. Yeah.
For
on
3
condition.
turns, yep.
Fine. Okay, and 2 HP regen
For 3 turns.
for 3 turns. And who? That's everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, you can target 3 allies.
3 allies. Okay.
Do we get it straight away as well?
So it goes HP.
Yeah, does that
Yeah,
happen
we-
straight away?
Yeah, it would go on your
3 turns.
HP there,
Oh, the
and
HP.
you net
So
2.
I get 2.
Which
I
means
get 2.
However, because there are 4 of you, because Flotion's still hanging around, it is reduced to 1 damage.
so there are 4 enemies for the jellyfish's point of view.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
So, but that takes 3 because 3
Yes.
people have just healed.
Yep, so that one's
So that dies.
defeated, yeah.
That's gone. Nice.
That one is not glowing, and that one also takes 3.
Yeah, so 9 goes to 6.
Okay. And I want to put my dice on here, which is 3.
I've just realised I should have given myself a taunt to stop you. But I've only managed to attack once because I was
Yeah,
paralysed.
that's okay. So you all done?
Seemed like it was a pretty
If I can get this elemental out, it's got taunt.
You've got this as well.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you.
If that's going to do anything.
Okay, you may resolve a spell. You make it. Okay, place frozen condition on 2 hexes for 2 turns, adjacent to any of your enemies.
Yeah, I don't think.
It's not
I mean,
worth
you
doing
can put
that,
them
is it?
on, but
We're not going to push them, are we?
I think who's next in the turn order? Oh, the jellyfish.
oh yeah,
Purple.
oh, he's
no,
dead.
he's gone.
That's gone.
Oh,
and
you
that's gone.
guys, yeah, I wouldn't place him on the map because
Okay.
I think, based on the fact
Yeah.
you two have got to go, it should be checkmate. I would have thought.
Okay, good.
So we can choose.
Yeah,
Shall I have a go?
yeah.
Come on, Paul.
Okay,
Come on, Paul.
I'm no longer paralysed.
Hey.
These drop down. That dropped down. I get 2 extra hit points
Yep. So this one that's glowing will
Yeah.
take another 1.
by taking damage because I'm burning. Yeah, goes down to 17. Right. So how does attacking people work? Because I don't.
Here we
You've been too busy.
Well, I'm not
Here we
going to do
go.
much because things are almost dead.
Oh, you are adjacent to this.
adjacent
Yeah,
to
I'm
this.
just going to
You're
do a
really
little
good.
melee attack. I think.
Really good,
Yeah,
yeah.
because you don't want to do range.
I think I'm just going to do.
Have you lost your fear one?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
only a
good.
one-time use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to hit something for no damage plus my intellect. My intellect is 6, but it's melee at range 1, so that's 8 minus its defense of 4.
Hit it before.
So I hit it for 4.
Nice.
And it's glowing for 2 turns.
Nice.
That's the important thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh,
that-
because that one's not actually.
so
Because
that-
you're going to get a
That's
regen,
glowing.
isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's glowing for 2 turns.
Yeah.
I dealt 4 damage, so
4
it's down
damage,
to 8.
8.
Yeah. You are able to still take a movement card,
Oh yeah,
even if you want to stay where you are, which would make sense.
I think I do want to stay where I am. Oh
You can push something.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, push, pull. I can pull an enemy two hexes towards me, and I can push an
Oh.
enemy 2 hexes away.
Oh,
Oh, we should
can.
push that one.
So even though drenched is not stackable, they still do move 1 hex at a time. So it'd go here, take the 1 damage, and then it'd go here, and the new one would apply and it'd take another 1 damage.
If you move it closer to me, because I'm going next, aren't I? I don't, at the moment, if I want to get close to them for the melee, well, I mean, I suppose they're nearly dead, so maybe it doesn't matter.
They are nearly dead, aren't they?
But you could push this one to here.
Yeah, because the only person who's going to get a go before them.
If you get a movement,
Is you.
I may not get the movement.
You might not get one. Yeah.
But I can push that one to there.
That means I don't have to move.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then we need to apply glow in here. Is it for 3
Glowing
turns?
for 2.
2 turns.
2 turns. Right, that's me done.
You got your dice on. Or is that a 0?
And it's a 0.
Nice.
It's just a radiant burst melee attack.
Yeah.
Then your token upkeep and your dice upkeep.
Well, I decided about what cards I was going to draw.
You heal for 2.
I don't, because I'm on max.
Oh,
So you don't actually heal.
No.
You should punch yourself in the face.
You can't
no,
push
no,
it.
Don't try this at home.
Right, so I can move, but I don't need to move. I could get... No, it's always 3 away from me. Right, so the blue one,
Yeah.
5, so I've got to do 11
Its
damage.
defense is 5, yeah. So 11 damage will...
Did we remember to increase the round dice when the
Yeah.
turn got reversed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Oh, well
did.
done. Yeah, I forgot.
Nothing happens on round 3, and we ticked all of these down.
Yeah, great stuff.
So I can put burns, but there's no enemies next to each other.
No. It's only useful if we get to push and pull them, which we thought,
Yeah.
oh, we're not going to do that, and then I drew one. But
Yeah, because a push and pull is lovely because you can really
I think if
clean
you
up
can,
a map quite a lot.
if you can kill the blue one, the yellow one is not paralysing us.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the yellow one's not taking a
paralysed.
turn.
The other one's
You
not
can't
doing
attack.
anything.
Okay, I've got to do this one. So target's 1, 6 damage, plus my strength, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, it's dead.
And
And an
melee
extra 2.
attack, you're adjacent.
Adjacent, 16.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
16 from 5 is 11.
Nice. Good one.
And I can grant an ally. What was that again?
Something for
Taunt.
2 turns.
Yeah, I taunt, so I can get
Mm.
attacked because I got so much health. Where can I have a taunt, please?
You could tease Paul and put the taunt on him.
Oh,
Yeah.
19, that'd be too mean.
No, it's fine.
Team for taunt.
Taunt.
Yeah. Now, when you place taunt on yourself, this is something brand new to Light and Shadow because the combat maps didn't exist in the Fire, Ice, Earth and Water. On the quick reference, we have updated taunt. We've given it 1 extra new feature. When you taunt, you can pull an enemy towards you
Oh,
Okay.
on the combat
Yeah,
map.
that's nice. Yeah.
So it's up to you, but you could pull this jellyfish.
oh, what, now because I placed it on me.
Yeah,
Do you like it next to you though?
No, I'd leave it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, of course, yeah, because you can
So
your modifiers.
here's go.
That's it.
Yep. So it goes down. Goes there. The dice would go to
It's
here.
going to move 3 hexes as it casts a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can't cast a spell, it's completely paralysed. It
And
won't
after
move.
you resolve a spell,
Put some glowing on the map.
well, after you resolve a spell.
Oh,
it's
oh,
not,
yeah,
it's not
sorry,
resolving
yeah,
a spell.
yeah.
Don't do the spell.
So it can't do any of that.
All right.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. However, end of round. So we go to round 4. These all tick down and
Cleans
most
up the
of
map.
them disappear. That goes down
I
to
can
1.
move now.
But at
I
the
did
start
forget.
of round 4,
Yeah, now the jellyfish does get a
the
turn.
jellyfish gets a go.
Oh yeah.
Because we're now going in normal turn
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
So that's the downside to barrages. You get 2 turns in a row, but
But
then
then they get to
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
Okay, and unfortunately, that ticks down, which means it gets
So
a
it can
go.
attack.
Oh, and that ticks down, so it's going to attack me.
Yep. It does
Oh no,
get...
I got taunt.
Oh yes.
Attack me.
Yeah.
So it attacks you.
Saved.
No, well done.
It draws a movement card. It's moving 2 beforehand.
Nope.
So it will move 2 towards
So
you.
we move
Yeah.
it through this blue one.
Yeah.
No, it won't.
Won't do that though. It'll go this way.
We've got to move
You
it.
can if you want an easy move, but we
No.
always say
Yeah, it's got to go that way.
Okay,
act in the best interest.
so then it casts the tentacle sting.
Yep.
So it's 5, 13,
It's range. What was it?
11, minus your defense.
5.
So you take 6 damage, and you're glowing for 3 turns.
Well, I haven't really been attacked very much at all, so it seems to be fair.
And then
I think it's entirely fair, since I've been glowing all game.
and then it's gonna put a glowing condition on the map. Shall we not bother?
Yeah, save the
Because
time.
I think at this point
Not going to all
we just all need to hit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Who's next? Mercenary.
Shall I go first?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that ticks down. Those 2 disappear. That ticks down. That all ticks down. I take 1 for that, and then heal 2.
They do not need to put it
So heal
at
1.
the end. 'cause it's
Oh
burnt.
yeah, it's burn. It goes back. Was that glowing?
He's
No,
not glowing.
that's not
No.
glowing.
Because he got 2 turns, he removed
Yeah.
it on that next turn.
Dice goes. So I'll just do the radiant burst again.
Yep.
Why not?
Oh, it's not next to you this time, though.
So you get -2 now.
Oh, I
But
need
then
to
you
draw a
move
movement card first.
See if you can close
Yeah,
it on
you
it.
can get
You
two
can
movement
move 2, that'd be good.
Afterwards, regen. No.
Oh, no.
So after you resolve a spell, you can put a hit point regeneration token on a hex for 3 turns. I'll just have that one. Yeah, unfortunately, it's moved away. So I could do a ranged attack. Oh no, it doesn't matter, does it? It's -2 either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Probably still worth doing it.
yeah, it's just whether I do something. I could just kill it.
Put it out of its misery.
It's very good for the boss because
That-
it's going to be one boss. So the AoEs are not quite as effective for a boss. They're better for these lots of monsters. So possibly that one.
Oh, okay,
Because this condition means they deal 50% less damage.
Okay.
So a single target is very strong.
we'll do that. I'll do luminosity. So it's 3 damage plus my intellect of 6. That's 9. -2 is 7. Minus its defense of 4. I've done 3 damage.
Well done.
But it's +1 light damage for 3 turns. So I get +1
Light.
light damage for 3 turns. So if I was to do any more of those things,
Yeah. That's it. Oh, then you can move 2 after.
we can move to after. Come back. Yep. Right, off you go. You're going to kill it?
My agility's gone down by 1, but it's my turn. Does that make any difference?
Did it go down on your turn now?
Just now.
Yeah,
So you
that's
take
fine.
your turn, then it goes down.
Yeah.
Then you
I
get another go.
gain 2.
if it's reversed.
Gain 2. That goes down. That goes down.
It's not glowing, so it doesn't take any damage.
2,
Carry these up.
3. Right, this goes down. This goes down. This goes down. Right. Surely I want
myself a moment.
move.
Oh,
there.
backroom's just there.
Thank you.
Right across there.
Surely just got to move there. So I should take one of these
So
two.
that you're adjacent to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So I have to do this one.
Jellyfish will be no more as long as
Yeah.
you deal. It's got a defense of 4, so if you deal 9 damage,
6, 7,
Dead.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
just with a basic simple attack.
Yeah. So how
Yeah,
much do we need
nice.
to? Yeah. So I'll take this one.
That's it. Dead.
Right. Done.
Oof.
Dice on your doodle?
Well, don't we get rid of all of this stuff?
No.
No,
They stay.
these stay.
They stay.
Hit
Okay.
points come back.
So
So
it
it's
was
on this
there one.
one.
Could you have done it with your sword toss?
you just
Could I
do
do
it
it
with
with
that.
this one? Yeah. No, 3. Yeah, I could do it with that
Yeah,
one. Yes.
okay.
Do it on
Oh,
this
sorry, I
one.
thought
Yeah.
that's what you had used.
No, I was going to use this one.
Okay. Right. Everybody's hit points come back. Yours is still 1 down
Yeah.
because of your permanent 1 down.
So I'm on 44.
I think the dice stay. I think all of the temporary buffs go. Pretty sure all of the temporary buffs go, but the permanent buffs stay. So he goes back to 50 health. And I guess all of these cards get shuffled
And then
because
this. Oh. We didn't get a loot item.
we didn't get a loot item.
No, we didn't get that far. We called them all off.
We killed them all off, so we don't get any
Yeah.
loot items. And that one. You want me to do this?
Right. So we killed it.
Great stuff.
We have reset everything except for our cooldown dice. So
Yeah,
temporary
perfect.
buffs all go.
Yep. HP goes to
HP
max.
goes to max.
Mm-hmm.
We can close the book.
Cool.
Get rid of those pesky jellyfish. And that's a fight. So you've seen how a fight plays out.
So what you could do, I mean, I'm not suggesting we
And that was quite a big fight.
should have done.
Yeah.
What we-
4
what
is
we
quite a lot
could-
of mobs.
Could we do? But I'll ask them. So just tell me, could we farm it so that
Yes.
I could have ticked my dice down?
Yeah.
Oh,
And also you could've
just
got the loot
waited a
item.
turn.
Yeah. If you're trying to min-max the game, I guess,
Yeah.
you could have done your cooldown zeros, waited a turn, collected the loot item.
Yeah. Could we just continue to do that until we took our dice down?
Well, it would have been attacking us. So, oh, what you say after?
Well, it's only one more
Yeah.
between three of us.
You want to get a loot item?
Nah.
No. I'm just asking
Yeah,
a question.
we'll chat about
Rule-
that afterwards,
rules question.
because you're absolutely right. There may be an exploit in the game
Yeah.
that you literally just wait there for 5 turns, not killing the monster.
To get
In
all,
order
get
to
all,
take
get
your
all the
dice
bounty
Yeah.
and get rid of the
At
dice.
present, we have no rule to stop you.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
something we could
Okay.
implement
Yeah, sure.
based on
Might.
community feedback. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Right. So we're all done. We've all reset.
We won.
Yay.
We're now going to hex number 8.
Great.
So what is at...
What the wait? So don't say it's another monster. Learn a track.
We have another
It
story
could be
card.
anything. Here we
What
go.
is it, hex
We're
number 8?
ready.
Action.
Are we
done it.
ready?
We've done
Taking
it.
it, sorry, Paul.
Oh, you've done it.
Story
Oh,
card.
right, okay.
Action.
It's a story card. Right. Okay.
Oh,
Which
that's-
are...
Up there.
Over here.
Right. We're ready.
Yeah.
Luminous Gardens. So first thing is, let's roll 2 dice for the thing before we forget. The region boss is roaming around.
Oh, that's on the top of the card.
2 dice.
Where's the dice? It's not that one.
It was the one with the target on it.
It's that one.
Yeah. Who's done that?
1.
Oh, where was it? It was there. 1 is there. So
Yep.
it moves to 12, dropping another encounter token.
5.
And then it moves up to 16, dropping another encounter token.
At least it's not on our space.
A sprawling garden of glowing flora lies ahead. No vines.
Oh, good.
Just so you know, with its vibrant hues bathing the surroundings in luminous light. The air is thick with the scent of life and magic. What's your next move? Option 1, harvest the glowing herbs, hoping to harness their magical properties.
Oh,
Will monsters come from the vine?
Or 2, meditate among the flowers, embracing the tranquility of the garden.
hang on.
I think we
I think you lie down in these sort of gardens and fall asleep when you enter these weird dreams. Is what happens.
I've had bad experiences with harvesting herbs. I would say lie down and meditate.
Would you?
Yeah.
I think we should do option 1. Harvest them.
I'm up for laying down after that last lot.
We need a lie down. Right. Option 2, the serenity of the garden fills you with renewed clarity.
Ah,
Your mind sharpens and your senses heighten. All allies level up.
oh, wow. Okay.
So-
We're definitely going to sleep.
This
We chose
is this is one way that you can level up in the game. So just so you know, your character can go from level 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to 4, you then get a new tile which goes on, and then you can go 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the maximum level. And Damien said to me earlier on that if you play this entire mini campaign, all 20, 25 hours of it, and you defeat all the bosses and you get through here, you'll probably be like level 5 or 6. What you can 4 or 5?
4 to 6.
4
in
to
that, in
6.
that region,
Okay.
give or take.
You could then say we're done, and you could stop the campaign and you could start a new campaign with different characters, or you could take these characters into another region where you're already level 4 or 5, and what will happen is that the whole game scales based on your level and how good you are. And then you could go into another region and you could play, and you'd probably end up at level 8. Now, even when you're level 8, you can still carry on playing one of the other regions after that, because there's special stuff in secret envelopes that you don't open until you get to level 8, which Damien hasn't shown us yet. But yeah, there is other stuff that can happen later on.
So we didn't modify the monsters that we summoned earlier because we were playing with 3 heroes.
Yeah.
But if we were to move on to the next mini campaign, the Shadow, because our heroes would have quite a lot of loot items,
We'd
like level
be
5.
tooled up, yeah.
What we would do is we'd play it on the next level of difficulty. So right now we're playing on normal mode. We would up it to hard mode. So
Right.
anytime we'd summon the monsters,
You'd
they
get-
would actually get a modifier. So
right.
just so you know, this one says all their stats would be increased by 1.
Yeah.
Their HP would be increased by 12.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Big.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
big.
then you're.
But you're
yeah.
more beefy.
Right. So we've leveled up.
And
As
you'd
you can
have 4 or
see,
5 of those unlocked.
as you can
Right,
see from
level
here,
up.
when I get to level
Level
2, I get a PC. So I get a power cube, which basically means that I can choose where on here I'm going to put it. So I've already got that, and I'm now going to decide whether I want to continue down here and go for this light presence, which gives me a bonus whenever I cast Absorbing Light? Or do I want this? Or do I want the Hyper Beam? Oh, look, if I cast the Hyper Beam, I become paralyzed. Well, I love being paralyzed.
Because it does very big damage. I think it's 12
it's
plus
12
your int, it's around
plus my
18.
intellect.
So it's like an ultimate ending one.
It's quite well. I love being paralyzed. I've got a bit of a fetish for it. I like it.
You're going for it.
I'm going for it. I'm gonna go Hyper Beam. But this shows you that you can actually develop your character in multiple ways because you're not going to get cubes to fill all of this.
That's correct.
So therefore
you're only going to get 8.
Right. So you can customize your.
Yeah, and each one really does adapt the hero's play style.
Mm-hmm.
So this path down the middle, it's called Angel Form. Now, Paul,
I haven't done it yet.
Hasn't got chance to transform into his angel because he never got enough dice on his board.
Yeah.
And this special ability allows him to transform into an
angel.
angel, but he needs 4 dice on his board. This one gives him a dice on his board when he casts a spell, so he gets 2 in one go.
3.
So yeah, so this.
And what happens when I transform into angel form? Is that it? I've transformed into another reality.
You get a new hero ability.
Oh right.
You get 6 new spells.
Is that it? It's a one-off thing.
No, there's inside your envelope. You should have hopefully had an overlay board.
Yeah, but I mean once.
Oh no!
Once I've done it,
during a board reset, every hero goes back to their normal form.
Right.
So you would leave the angel.
It's a temporary thing.
Yes.
It's not in there.
Is it not?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I won't become an angel tonight. Right. So you're choosing which one you want. Have you chosen?
Yeah, I think I'm going Frozen Studies. It gives me this ability to freeze things, and I also get 3 base health points. So do I just up my dial immediately?
Yes, you will. So you'll get a +3
permanent
HP.
Points.
Yeah.
Does Paul's water cubes that he collected, do
No,
they stay?
During a board reset, they go as well.
Oh, do they?
Sorry,
Oh,
yeah.
what a shame.
Sad times.
Okay.
You got an ultimate when you get all 4.
Yeah, I can summon an elemental. Which I'm going to do this time.
And you get +1 water damage, frost damage. Is it permanently?
Frost damage, semi-permanent.
Yeah.
Right. So
And then just to note as well, what Paul's ability here does is it turns all of his water spells it gives them
Into
the
frost.
frost elemental as well. So that frost damage can now buff all of his water spells as well.
And you've got a permanent
Yeah.
+1
I've got a
frost
+1 damage. Yeah, so basically doing 1 more damage permanently.
on everything that's frost. Yeah.
And everything is
health.
water, so, which is basically all my attack spells.
Okay.
So you can see already at level 2, it's a reasonably good buff.
And if we have a power cut, you're great because you come round and keep the meat
Yeah, I'll just keep it cold, yeah.
sorted. Right. So our choices are, we go for the boss now
Right?
because we just leveled up, or we go here.
Yeah.
The downside is this might be another combat.
Yeah,
And if this is another combat,
if we end up with too many dice
exactly.
exhausted,
Then when we go for the boss,
we haven't got the ability to do stuff. I think go for the boss.
I feel that I'm ready to go for the boss because I've saved my big stuff.
Oh, I've got,
I've got a healing spell, which is good.
Yeah.
I've got a healing spell.
I think go for it.
I think let's go for the boss because that's a nice boss to showcase the difference between
Let's go for it.
bosses and,
Yeah.
and
So
and monsters.
we move to this hex. Now, when you move to a hex where there is a boss, you don't draw an exploration card. Exploration cards are only used where there isn't a boss. We still flip it over, and it is hex number 9. So we are having a fight on hex number 9. But hex number 9 is always where the boss is. So this particular battle map is already tailored to the boss being there.
Okay.
So where is it? It's on the number 1 space.
Yes, that'll spawn on number 1. I'm going to do this.
So let's just show you the battle map.
Popping
There we
those
go.
back in the tray.
So what we have on this battle map is we have these white lines. Now these white lines are very, very infuriating because they are basically elevation changes or terrain boundaries. Heroes cannot move across a white boundary nor create a line of sight. They don't affect enemies. So
Monsters, you mean?
yeah, don't affect enemy monsters. Ignore terrain boundary lines. We also have these yellow ones here. These yellow ones on this map are, in fact, I can show you this on this one. That's probably better. These are sundials. When a hero moves onto this hex, they may teleport to another sundial if no other hero has used a sundial during the round. So once per round,
one of us can move about.
Can move on to one of those and teleport to another one. When playing on hard or ultimate, number 3 and 4 aren't in use.
Okay. Yeah. So we've got all
You've
four
got
of
all
them.
4 of them.
Right.
Yep.
Do you want to read the additional boss mechanisms?
Yes.
Oh, because it's up to that for you.
So
It's a bit small.
Yeah,
It's a bit far away from me.
The ethereal Pegasus is able to move 1 hex after casting a spell every turn. This is an additional move on top of the boss's regular movement card.
Okay.
So it moves 1 extra.
It's an ethereal Pegasus.
Yeah. The ethereal Pegasus leaves a glowing condition.
Trail.
Glowing condition. Yep. For
two.
2 turns on each hex that she travels across. This includes the hex she is currently on when she moves away from it.
Yep.
And ignores the combat map damage multipliers.
Oh, so all of these multipliers are ignored.
Only
It
for
just
us.
does normal damage.
Yes, normal damage.
Oh, there's no positive. Oh, yeah.
There's a range. So long range is +1
On this map, yeah.
on this map.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
the heroes have, because we have a big board here.
Oh yeah, we
the
need to show
bosses
this.
have their own quick reference.
So this is the boss. The boss actually has their own board where their own ability. So again, if this was a 1 versus many game, you as the one would be controlling this and having full choice of what you do. When you're playing against the game,
No.
how does this work, Damien? Does it always choose the most powerful one again?
A lot of the time, yes. However, though, we do have this deck here.
Oh, we have a deck of cards.
Yeah, now because we didn't get into an official mob battle, trash mob through the exploration cards, because the battle that we did was via the story.
It was via a
card.
story card,
Yes,
yeah.
we didn't shuffle any of these in, but we used this passive deck. If I just spoil the boss's first move, what it tells us the boss is going to do here.
Well, no, let's do it when it happens.
Okay, yeah.
So basically-
people control what
So-
they do
Right.
within the parameters.
And if you're playing a 1 versus many, you wouldn't use that. Is that
Correct.
right?
Yeah, the human would control all
We'll
of
control
it.
that. But there's too many things there for an AI, so we've got a deck of cards that tell us what it's.
Yeah,
gonna
and
do.
then
That can go there.
also have a reference sheet for the boss.
Oh, specifically
Now,
for that
this
boss.
has got modifications specifically for your player count.
Right.
So if we were playing on extra modes, it tells you there as well. And then we've got a couple of things here. So we've got the monster deck. So it tells us here, whilst using the monster deck, which is the monster cards, to draw what spells the ethereal Pegasus will cast, always prioritize casting spells with attack modifiers that match their phase. And I'll explain their phase in a moment. They're 4 phases. And then movement on the combat map. Where's the AI going to move them around? So we give you a few more guidelines for the boss. So this one says, when moving around, please focus on the following you see fit. Move through a hex with an enemy on it. They immediately receive glowing.
Oh,
Because
because
remember,
when
they
it-
get a trail
yeah,
of glowing wherever she moves. So you're incentivized to move over players. Okay. Surround your opponents with glowing as much as you can, and then use terrain boundaries to avoid enemy attacks.
So hide behind the
The lines, yeah. So there are just some things to
Okay.
prioritize on whilst using the boss. And then we have some mechanics up here. Now, every single boss has what we call phases, and they're predominantly done on HP thresholds. We were inspired by sort of video game MMOs. When you're playing a boss battle and it's going to last an hour, you want new mechanics kicking in to keep things fresh. So at the beginning, this boss, when it's between 80 and 61 health, which it's going to start at 80, this ability will be triggered.
We're in phase 1.
Yeah, so this
Right.
phase, this is called Dawn phase, which effectively says, sorry because I can't see it, your attack spells deal 50% more damage, and you gain 1 HP during your upkeep. Okay?
That's the Pegasus.
Yeah, only the Pegasus. Yeah, it's always referring to itself. But down here, can you see that our spells only add our stats?
Yes.
Yeah, so this boss, it says it adds Dawn plus intellect, Noon plus intellect, Dusk plus intellect, and Night.
Okay.
So it tells you here what night, dawn, and dusk mean. So if we were to cast this spell, it says noon. It says here noon is 4.
Yeah.
However, if the boss is actually in noon phase and you cast a spell with noon, those multipliers are doubled.
Okay.
So that's why the AI said earlier, prioritize casting spells that you're in that phase.
Okay.
Okay.
So at the start of the game, it's in Dawn.
Yeah.
So it's going to prioritize casting
Dawn.
Dawn spells because it gets double. It gets 6 bonus instead of 3.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got how much health?
It's got 80 health with 6 defense.
That's fine.
But remember, because we're not spacing our attacks out,
It's one boss. That's it.
It's just one boss.
No,
Yeah,
Just
no
concentrate
jellyfish.
on the one boss.
so our scenarios, we do have themes to them a little bit. The theme of this scenario, you've already, Paul, bless him, has figured this theme out. It's paralysed.
Jellyfish.
Yeah. So a lot of our bosses, a lot of the monsters will sort of have that running theme as well.
Yeah, they'll be paralysing you.
Oh, they're also immune to a lot of things.
Yeah, they've got a couple of immunities. You can't paralyse the boss.
Okay. You can't make it
You
glowing.
can't glow.
Your water aura doesn't work on the boss because it can't receive that.
Okay.
It's a light boss, so it can't receive glowing, and you can't burn it.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, but the other water spells are okay.
The other ones
Yeah,
are
everything
okay.
else is fine.
Okay.
Right, so I go on number
Oh, I can't do
1.
that one. Oh no, that's fine.
Paul, you're on number 3. And Cass, you're on number 2. Right then. Bring it on.
Yeah, let's go.
And where's it?
On there.
No. Where's its token on here? Is it that?
No, that's for the lion.
that's the
but
lion.
feel free to
That's
use
fine.
it.
That's what-
Agility 8.
Oh, right. It's going first. Okay then. Card.
Yeah, so they
Well,
would have
tick
the
down,
normal, they'd have the normal-
dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then when it gets into its main phase, sorry, we need the movement first.
Okay.
So it gets this.
Yeah, just one, same as the mobs, it's just one card.
Okay. Well, we can put these here now.
Yeah.
2 movement before.
Okay.
Leaving glowing behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wants to
We'll just go.
surround. Yeah, no, that sounds great. It wants to surround these guys with glowing as much as possible.
Got one here.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
And we need Dom. Right.
Lovely.
Okay. So he's leaving this trail of glow.
That's right. Yeah.
And then he's going to do something
I was
afterwards.
going to do more glowing.
But in terms of the spell, we now draw that card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't fully read it. You
I'll
can
read
put
it.
On, yep.
Cast the lowest CD support spell that has no cooldown die on it. You may then cast your CD 0 spell.
Okay, so the lowest support spell is cooldown 2.
Solanay.
So
Okay. Hey.
remove all negative buffs and conditions from yourself, which is great
Okay.
for us.
Yeah.
But this is bad. It does get untouchable for 2 turns. Untouchable
Untouchable.
is
Okay.
here. It means that the boss cannot receive any negative buffs for 2 turns.
Okay. We can still damage it.
You can hit it. You just can't reduce its defense, for
Yeah.
example, only for 2 turns.
Okay.
And then you said
And then you may then cast your CD 0 spell.
it's going to be this one, which is nice because she's not in Night, so she's not going to get an extra bonus. So we know Night over here is 2 damage.
Yeah.
The strength is 6, that's 8, plus 1, 9.
9. On
Oh, and-
3 people.
Yeah.
And its highest stat is intellect and agility, but intellect is first. So
Yeah.
that's the main priority. Is that right?
Yeah.
So sure.
Me.
And me and
I've got 3.
Flotsam and Flotsam and Jetsam, I want to call it. So it's us 3.
Yep.
So we all take, what was it, 9?
Sorry, yeah, 9 damage first. Oh no, there's no modifiers.
No modifiers
Yeah,
for
so
that.
it's 9 damage plus you can
9.
use your defense. to
I've got
deduct it.
5, so I take 4.
I'll take
But
5.
You do get knocked
we
back
do
as
get
well.
the knockdown
Do you
condition.
remember what that did from the previous game?
Something like
Yeah.
you either skip your main action or
That's right.
take 4 damage.
Correct, yeah. And most of the time the heroes will do the same as the AI. You'll just take the
I'll
4,
just take the
really.
4 damage, yeah.
But there are rare circumstances where,
And him as
you
well.
know, if you were paralysed, you might think, oh, I'll just skip the action.
And that's a permanent.
It goes on the permits. It's same as the Enlightened and the,
The
Feared.
Feared.
It's just a one-time use and it's gone.
Okay.
That's it. And there's no cooldown on that 'cause it's cooldown 0.
Right.
Done.
Come on. 80 damage.
Yeah. However, though, the monster is able to move 1 additional hex.
Oh, afterwards,
And it
yeah.
does this as well. So it does more.
Right.
So
Oh,
that one.
well, look
2.
at this. Because we're clustered together,
We're just all going to go in on
all
each
3
other.
of you
Yeah.
glowing.
Oh,
How many
okay.
rounds?
Glowing condition for 3 hexes for 3 turns. So we all become glowing for 3 turns.
It's a good start.
It is a good start.
Was there a glowing token over there, Paul? I'll just grab a
I've got one here.
Yeah, just
We need one.
round them up over here. Because this boss is going to place loads across this map.
Right. Let me know. Do you think we're going to be able to defeat this boss? This is the first boss, the easiest one. Well, we'll see.
Well,
It's me.
we do have 4 attacks coming in
We
now,
do.
though. Yeah, so
We
it's
do.
over to Paul.
So I do my tokens first.
Yep.
Which is that one.
Have you shown the battle map?
I have, but I'll show it again.
Okay.
I will cool down my dice.
Because we've now got lots of tokens.
Yeah. So there's the glowing tokens here. And we're all currently clustered here, and we're all now glowing as well. So, right. So I have cooled down them. I've cooled down them. I'm now drawing 3 cards.
You probably have to pay 4 HP to take your turn.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, it's in the token upkeep. You decide.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to pay 4. Ouch. 36. Okay, so. Right, I can put burn conditions on hexes. I can move 1. Do I want to move 1?
Yes, you probably want to. I've played this map lots of times. You probably want to get close to the teleporters at least.
Oh,
in case you ever need them.
It's behind a white line.
Not targetable.
No, it's not. Yeah, we can't target it.
We can't hit it.
No, not yet.
You can come round. How far can you walk?
Well, I'm going to have to use the teleporter if I want to hit it.
Yeah, because you need to go there to there, don't you?
Yeah, which means only I'm going to be able to hit it.
Well, there's one that you can go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's
4.
there. Yes.
Which for me is 5.
Oh, and that's before as well. So
And
that is
before.
fantastic. Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Ideal.
Right. Run around. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's probably best to do that because you could leave the teleport available for one of these two.
So, I get +1 damage on all of my ranged attacks that are 3 or more.
Correct. Yeah.
So, I might just stay there. Can I hit it from there?
You can indeed. Yeah. Yeah, because you can still see.
If there's a line?
That's how we do the line of sight. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at a ranged attack, and you said that's good. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Although it's untouchable, so I can't...
No, that's fine because that is a condition, not a buff. So buffs are all the numbers, and conditions are all
that's
the artwork.
condition.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds good.
So it
Sounds
can
good.
get that.
Starlight. Good
Yeah.
song. CD4. And it's targeting 1 person. I choose that.
Yep.
It does 2
Good
damage,
choice.
plus my strength, which is 2, so that's 4, plus my intellect, which is 6. That's 10. So it's 10 damage.
Yep.
Minus its defense of 6.
Does that include the extra 1?
No.
No.
So 11. Minus 6 is 5.
5.
5 damage.
Do the honours.
Okay,
I
I'll do
am
that.
1/16 of the way there. But I then give it the horn for 2 turns.
Which is retribution, which means when they attack, they deal 50% less damage,
Oh, that's good.
which is nice. Again,
That's
'cause
good.
you get to defend it, and then the damage is halved.
Okay. That seems alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
That's a
it's
good
a start.
shot. That's
Yeah.
a good shot to start with.
It
It's
is a start.
reducing its effectiveness.
Yeah, this is good. It means you guys, the pressure's off a tiny bit. Right. Paul
Okay.
turns over.
Yeah.
So we move to mercenary.
Right. That one goes down. This goes down. This goes down. Right. So I need to move 2. Oh, I could give it fearful. Oh, it's supposed to move at the end. No,
And then moves at the end of its turn.
No,
doesn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
it gets a bonus. Moves
Right.
Scott?
This one I can give it fearful, but I don't move myself when I can't
You
attack
need
it.
to move 2.
Yeah, so I can move. Does that go? Do I immediately
Yeah.
go there?
You do indeed, yeah.
And then I can put this one around.
Yay.
Yeah.
Can you move afterwards?
No,
If you pick the other card, yeah.
I could move afterwards.
Because then I can get there as well.
No, you can't because you can't. Only one
Only
hero.
one.
Once per
One
round.
hero
round.
around.
Oh, of course. Yep, yep.
So I'm going to use that one then because then I can put the bleeding.
You could put your regeneration on us.
I could.
Except
Yeah.
I don't think you can you?
Oh wait, I'm not going to attack
Yeah,
them. I was
that's
going to do
another one.
fearful, so I could do that one.
Got a big one.
I don't
Sounds
have
like
to
it.
move.
I would recommend if you can get in line of sight to attack.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be moving around these terrain boundaries to stop you.
Okay. So 1, 2,
Teleport.
teleport. My 2. Right. So I haven't got a dice on fearful,
It's range 3.
so I could do this one.
Yeah, you'd still get the attack. You just want to get the extra bonus after the attack.
Yes, I'm 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my 3, so I get +1 damage on range.
If it's ranged, if it's a melee, it's -1.
Yeah, so this one's a range one.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
With cooldown 0. So it's just a nice easy 11 minus its 6 is 5. There you go. It's another 5.
Good.
We're getting there.
Well done.
Chip, chip, chip.
And then
Joe's
I
got
can
faith in us, but Matt hasn't. Brian says it depends if I get paralysed for the whole combat.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
That's my plan.
Oh, that's true.
In fact, I could have done that. Why didn't I do that?
So then I'm going to put 3 bleeding.
I'll do that
down.
to kill it.
for 3. So
3 bleeds.
3 bleeds on hexes adjacent to enemy targets.
so probably
one there.
those ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems good.
Although it can't pick a bleed up
Why can't it?
because it's untouchable.
No, that was only buffs.
That's a
It can
condition.
still get the conditions.
Oh, that's a condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so we got to hope
Yeah.
that it moves. on
May
one of
I recommend popping it there? So if it comes out of the terrain boundaries, you guys are probably happy with that. You kind of want it to move out of this, possibly.
Well, once we're there, and it's not, because then it's like that's not targetable from there.
Let's have a look at who it would go for. It's going for Paul.
Intelligence.
Unless if it gets a single target attack, it'll prioritise the party leader, which is the one
Me.
that has the backpack token,
Me.
which was Kath's
I
mercenary.
thought it went with that.
Not if it's single. That's only if it's.
So I thought if it was that,
Yeah.
it would go for
Stat.
yeah.
Mm.
That's the way we played it before with all of the single attacks.
The mobs. That's what we
with
played with mobs.
the trash mobs who did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, ignore me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might be thinking of something else. There
No.
was something else where it did the party leader, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it was one of the cards. These cards
Yeah.
specifically, yeah.
Otherwise, that would be really.
So we're
punishing
looking at
for that
whatever
one
it's
player.
doing, whatever the stat is on the spell it's doing at the time.
No, it's whatever.
Oh, it's the maximum.
So its highest stat
It's how it's
in order is
is
intellect.
Yeah.
So it wants to go for the
Okay.
highest
With the
intellect
intellect.
character.
Yep. Okay.
And if
I
it-
keeping it
I
within
basically need to
suggested,
get
yeah.
my water elemental up to soak the damage.
yes.
Is what I need
Definitely.
And that you can get out faster in this because you're not being paralysed so much. Sorry, so we're over to Flotion.
Oh yes. Well, does anybody need healing?
to do. Not
No, I haven't
particularly.
had any damage.
I mean, I've had
Oh,
damage.
you've got damage. You've taken 8.
I've taken 8.
Yeah, well, that's more than I've taken.
Shall we just get him to heal me?
Yeah.
I've taken 6.
Oh, he's got the thing. So he takes 4. That's fine. He's got 50. He's got more than me. So he takes 4. And then he does that, which has got a cooldown of 3, and he heals me for 6.
Nice.
42. And that's not glowing. Because I didn't want to do the melee, because the melee at this range would have been...
-1.
Oh,
That's not too bad.
maybe we do, actually. Maybe I don't heal.
It's 9.
Yeah.
9 damage.
You do have line of
What's his
sight.
defense?
It's
Yeah.
6. So you'd get 3.
It's 6 plus 4, so 10.
-1.
Minus 1. You'd get
9.
3 damage.
Minus 8 is 3 damage. Yeah, let's do 3 damage.
Yeah.
It becomes tired for 2.
67.
Okay, he can heal me next time while he's cooling down that attack. I think it's just chipping away little bits here and there. Done. Paul,
Okay.
if you can do 67 damage.
Right, so I tick down. So that disappears if I pay 4 health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it disappears if you skip your turn
Yeah, you
or
don't
you
have
pay
to.
4 health?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
it's going anyway.
It's going no matter what.
Yeah.
But you choose to stand back up.
Yeah,
And
I
use the
stood
health.
up. That one comes down. Okay, that comes off. That goes to 2. That goes to 3. Now then, so what I could do here is I could try to get this water elemental out. The fastest way I think of doing that is with the fragment harvest, which gives me a defense, which is probably good because it's going to attack me. So I'm going to go with this one. So I'm going to use 3 cards first of all.
3 of these.
3 of those. Thank you. And I've got.
We don't actually need to count the rounds in this.
If I move up to 3
It's just
hexes,
for the-
as
Yeah,
a card.
you just remember at the end you
You,
tick them all
you
down.
could
but-
do, yeah. There's enough.
So
Nothing
is it
else, really.
worth us getting over 2, 3? I'm just wondering if it's worth me getting over towards one of these. At least we
Probably
can
worth being
bounce
close, at
around.
least.
Yeah, I don't want to go there because I picked this one up. You may pull an enemy 2 hexes towards you. Does it take
Oh.
this bleed? Can I get it to take the bleed? I can.
Yeah.
Because it's a condition.
Oh, could you go 1, 2?
I can do that.
And it's not immune to bleed.
And then I can push it back 2 as well.
Push.
And go back that way and get the third one.
Bleed stackable.
Bleed is stackable.
Well, let's do that. I'm taking that one. I mean, this has got to be good. You may pull an enemy 2 target hexes towards you as you cast a spell, and you may push an enemy 2 targets away after you resolve the spell.
Well,
that's the answer.
That's
how
you do it.
That is the way that you hit the Pegasus.
Without being the beer of bad news,
Go on.
because of the terrain boundaries, you can't target it.
Oh.
And I was just looking at your card over your shoulder there, and it does use the word target.
It does, yeah, you can't target it. Makes sense, you can't see it, so it's got there.
Pull an enemy target.
Enemy target.
What a shame.
Because some passive abilities might say all enemies receive 1 damage.
And that's not targeted.
Correct. So they would receive that no matter what.
You may place a disarm to up to 2 hexes. Okay, may place a disarmed condition on up to 2 hexes for 2 turns. Now, can I disarm Pegasus?
Yeah, it means they can't cast
Can't do the melee attacks.
So what would happen is if we draw a card and it tells them to cast one of these, they would draw another one until they can have a legal
until
move.
They can do it.
Yeah.
Is it better for me to move? I suppose it probably is, isn't it? I don't know. It's difficult to say, isn't it? Don't know really whether it's worth doing disarming. Well, disarming is at least reducing him. I'm staying where I am. He's going to come for me.
It does stop them casting their biggest spell, and it is pretty strong.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's at minimum 16 damage, and you're stunned for 3 rounds.
I'll take that bit of advice in my left ear then. take that. That's good. Well, I don't know, do I? So that's good. Okay, so now I can resolve a spell. So I'm going to cast Fragment Harvest, which is a 6 cooldown, but it gives me a +1 for my defense, please, and that's which column does it go in?
In your defense.
In
and how many rounds did it last?
For 3 turns.
So
I
go in temporary for 3.
Yeah, let's say that. And then 3 fragments. Right, good. Okay.
Oh, it gets you 3
It
fragments.
doesn't seem like it does much on the surface, but
because I've only got to get 1 more, I can cast another cheap spell to get me the last fragment, and then the next turn I get the elemental out.
Okay.
yeah, and the boss has also got 50% less as well, so it's
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
you got your disarm on the map. Where would you like to place it?
So disarm. So where are we going to pull him, push him
Because
to?
it's your...
around him.
Oh no, it's the mercenary. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a mercenary. So it's 2 disarms. Yeah, well let's put 1 here.
And it's for how long?
2.
Mind you, we want to be going there, don't
Well,
we?
because you just
I've just knocked him down so it can go down to 1.
That's right.
Oh, okay, and here.
No.
Yep.
1.
We don't want to be. Oh, I see. You want to be going there because you want to jump.
I'm just.
Well, it's going to go
wondering
first, and we're hoping it's going to move to there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to.
Well, I want it to move to there because then I can come back over here next turn.
Yeah, because it's going to move towards me.
Yeah.
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 I'm the bait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, yeah, this is where I don't know how strict the AI rules
Yeah,
are.
that was about to
Moving on
say
to
that.
there is really bad for it.
Yeah.
So it probably
But
wouldn't.
it is what the AI is telling it is. It's direct move to the target. So
It's that sideways
you've got
movement.
that human intervention.
That's not getting closer, is it? And neither is that. So
No, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, round 2.
Well,
So
cornering the Pegasus.
it's going first.
Yep.
So
it'll
it ticks down that.
Yep.
It ticks down that. It gets an enemy movement card first.
Yep.
So it's
That's
the
done.
after you resolve a spell, you can place an exposed condition on 2 hexes for 2 turns adjacent to enemies. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's nasty.
So it's going to do that. What's it going to do?
It is at 67 health.
So it gains 2 defense and 2 agility for 2 turns, but it's untouchable.
No,
it can't gain
that's
negative
what I
buffs.
thought, which is the red numbers.
Yeah.
And that's not too bad though, because this boss is actually already faster than us.
Yeah.
So the agility,
So it's not actually attacking us or doing
no,
whatever
it's buffing itself
No.
this round. And what was the other stat? Agility and
Defense.
Okay, so that's not great.
Defense
because
is
it's
not
got-
great.
defense.
but-
And how many rounds?
2.
2.
And then it's going to place an exposed condition on 2 hexes adjacent to any enemies.
Good job, you are guys on adjacent.
Yeah.
Exposed is on.
And you said it was going to try and put these
It's
around
always
its
on its
main
focus
target,
target,
which is
yeah.
you're its focus target because you're the most intelligent.
You wouldn't have thought so, would you?
Yellow.
You want
Yellow.
dices?
How many? 2.
Yeah,
So
2.
is that exposed? There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. It's done.
Yep.
So me.
Oh, sorry. I did miss, because it's still in Dawn, it gains 1 HP during its boss upkeep.
And it moves one.
Oh, yes, it always gets that bonus move no matter what.
Oh, it's going to go on this one then.
Well, is it?
Oh, but I mean, you're thinking it should go there. But it's not going towards it.
Is it May or always?
My brain tells me it's always, but I can't read.
This is
It says
so
it's
the
able to move.
It's able to
It's able
move
to move.
one.
Yeah, but I would say that's wording wise. Is a May.
Yeah. Yeah. You might want to change that to May.
Yeah, when you just said that, I
So it
was
may
thinking
move one
definitely,
hex, and
yeah,
it probably wouldn't.
because May is the terminology we
It's
usually
rounded.
use.
Because, well, actually, maybe it would.
Well, this doesn't matter to it. So
No, but I'm thinking, so if it was to move to here, then these two people can't now see it.
true. And I can't jump there because I don't want to. I could have to. Oh, I could jump over there.
But that's the thing. I don't know how deep we can go into the AI. What would you do? If you were playing it, what would you do? Would you
I know
move the one?
from feedback I've had from some people, creators, they like a direct AI and they don't like to interfere.
Yeah.
So in which
I'm the
case,
same.
in which case
It
would
would
go
move
there.
to there.
Yeah.
So it's moving one towards its primary target.
Correct. Yeah.
So it moves to there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So
Yeah.
it leaves a glowing token behind here.
Yeah.
I haven't got any.
Is it glowing 2?
Sorry, I just put that on there. It was 2, wasn't it? And then
2 and a 1.
a 2 and a 1. Thank you.
And we need a.
We need a
Glowing.
glowy token there. Okay, and that's it done. And now it's me. So that takes down, that takes down, that takes down, that takes down. And now I can still see it from where I am,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Good place to go.
Yay.
That's good.
But let's draw some movement cards first and see what we get. Oh, I can knock it down. Oh, and I've got my own thing. I can push an enemy away. Do I want to do that?
What do you want to pull it towards you?
Yeah, I can put glowing conditions on the board, which is not particularly great against it.
Yeah, because it is
It's immune to glowing.
anyway.
So I'll play that. So I can't move beforehand, but that's fine because if I do a ranged attack, it's +1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this stage I am going to do my consecrating wave. Again, metagaming it. I know we're going to stop playing after this, so it's safe to use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I potentially wouldn't do that if we were then. Then again,
Potentially, but then
You
you
know,
know,
you are gonna get a
it's a
few
number
more
of
we're going to
rounds.
get a few more. We probably have a
If
couple of
we
little
end up with,
battles
if we got a little trash mobs battle coming next,
Yeah.
then it would be.
Well, it weren't little last time, was it?
No, even in the boss battle, it's a very good chance it will come back.
Okay, so it's 12 damage minus its defense of 8.
Oh yeah, because it buffed itself.
So
in
only
its
4,
turn.
5 damage. That's fine.
That's
right.
right.
If I just deal 5 damage at a time.
Five each.
That's
And
62.
and all allies get +2 light damage for 3 turns.
The same again though, because you guys can't utilize it.
Yeah.
So it's me.
Save yourself the
Yeah.
token.
Right,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't
Any
got
light spells that
So
you
it would
have.
need to be this bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I haven't got any special.
So he's gonna boost all of my other.
Yeah, and I
other
can't
ones.
100% remember, but it combos with this somehow as well.
Right, I've not read that because there's too much text.
Yeah.
So I did that,
Knockback.
I did that, and yeah. So I'm gonna put knockback on 2 hexes for 2 turns. I'll put it there.
Oh yeah.
And
you know,
that.
yeah, makes sense.
2-turn timer on
You know which
those.
way it's going.
We haven't got any more. We've got 1 dice left.
Right, that
Awful lot on there.
that
You
is me done.
might want the battle cam just to see.
Yeah, battle cam. There's,
See all those on there.
there's lots of things all over the board. Lots of conditions.
Yeah.
It's leaving a glowing trail, which is
It's
going to go out.
Yeah, we'll get.
going to go out.
We'll get
Yeah.
lots
It's going to
of
go
guys
out.
back.
Yeah. Good.
Right, I need to be able to move, otherwise I can't do anything. Well, I suppose I could do my 5th roll.
Yeah, I can see it.
Right,
And
so
her.
that's going
Is that her?
down. That's going down. That's going down. Right, I need 3 of these.
It's not quite in the next phase yet, is it?
No,
No,
it's only got
two health.
Soon.
I
Just-
can put
just
it
wait for
2
it.
towards me. That seems good. Then I can put it there then. 1,
Oh,
2.
then you
I
can
can't-
hit it.
then I can't see it. Right,
Oh,
that's
then
okay.
you can't see it.
Well, I'm only going to do a small amount of damage. But I mean, can I, as a question,
pull
can
it,
I
put
fire
bleed on
my
it.
It's gonna have bleed
spell
on
if
it
I
though.
don't get a target?
Yeah, because it's up to. So you can technically announce 0
Right,
and still cast the spell.
So I can still, yeah. Fine.
Oh, could I
Yeah,
go
you've
1,
got-
2?
you've got 2
I can put it
bleeds.
there. I go
Yeah.
1, 2.
Nice.
I mean, I go 1, 2. It can't. Oh.
Is it target?
May pull an enemy up 2 hexes towards you and
Doesn't
you
say-
cast the spell. Doesn't say target
No,
on it.
Say target.
You're good, yeah.
And you're on the teleporter. Is it in line of sight anyway? Because you're on the teleporter.
interesting.
No, I think that just affects movement.
So it gets 2 bleeding, so it loses 2. Oh, wait, what was the
That's a
bleeding?
very good question. Make a quick note of
The
that.
bleeding's on 2.
Yeah, I think the teleporters don't allow you to attack through the teleporter.
Yeah, that's
just
how it was
movement.
intended. But
Yeah.
Can these stack? Because it's already got one. Probably not.
Disarm, I don't believe stacks.
No. So it's already
But
got one on one.
It puts it on at the new timer, which is 1, so it's the
It's already
same.
on 1, yeah.
But it does get
2
these
bleeding.
2
2 more bleeds.
on 2,
Yep. So it takes 2 damage.
so it takes 2 more damage.
Nice. It's
Yeah.
now
2
into
more
its
bleeds.
next. It's into
And
its
it's worth
next
noting this
one.
phase then. Its attack
2
spells
damage.
now deal 100% more damage, so you probably want to focus on attacking it and getting it into the
The
Okay.
next.
Next
next
one down.
phase. Yeah. So,
So-
thematically, because it's a light boss, it gets weaker and weaker as the sun sets.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, right, so I'll do this one then because I can do 6, 7, 8, 13 damage.
Its defense is 8.
Rage.
Ranged.
Yep. So
Range
it's
of
fine.
2 is
Zero.
no
May I
modifications.
suggest you showcasing some of your combat tokens,
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
which is your special ability now?
The one that I tried to do earlier.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so now because it's not a trash mob and it is a little mini boss, my damage is undefendable.
Yay.
Hey, that's a
what's
way.
that?
It's only as a one-off.
11, 12,
It's got
13.
3 buffs basically.
okay.
1 off
13.
for when?
Each combat.
Each combat.
Yeah, those tokens come back
Yeah, at the beginning
every
of my
hero
upkeep.
upkeep.
At the beginning of my
The
very,
third.
very first upkeep, I put them on there and
Yeah.
then I removed them throughout the battle.
Okay.
So 13 damage.
13 damage.
That's perfect.
That's wonderful.
Undefendable.
Yeah.
Okay, 13. Let's do that.
Is it 13?
Yeah,
Yeah.
13.
So from 60
And it's going to take 3
is
damage with the bleeding. Next turn.
On its turn.
Almost out of this phase already.
47.
Easy, see?
Easier than the jellyfish.
Yep.
4 of them stopping you
Yeah.
doing anything.
Yeah, 4 paralyzing. Okay. Is
Right,
it
and then
Flotsam? No.
I can
No, not
do.
yet.
What's that?
That's a stun token,
Stun.
3
which means they skip their dice upkeep.
hexes for 2 turns.
Yeah, the ball's getting very busy.
Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Does it? It's targeting you, isn't it? So there
Yeah.
and there.
And another one.
Can we put more than one? And it has to be 3 different hexes.
Yeah.
It says up to 3. We don't want us getting it.
No, that's
No,
fine.
2's
Yeah.
fine.
Right, and that's
Okay. So this guy,
He's still
Right,
asleep.
He misses
He's still
everything,
asleep.
doesn't he?
but then he's gonna heal me for 6.
It misses
No.
skips its main phase.
Yeah, he skips his actual
Oh,
main
he didn't
phase.
do anything.
Yeah.
Right, he's literally asleep.
Yeah,
Unless he-
unless he took any damage, he'd wake up.
No.
Token would get removed.
Okay.
Same done.
Easy.
On we
Me?
go.
Idiomancer.
Okay. Tick down.
Is it water elemental
this
time?
one. This one.
No.
Not quite.
Turn after.
Not quite. So 3 cards.
Why not this turn?
Because I have to
One
fire
more.
I have to get the 4th fragment.
Oh, so you can
first,
put the thing on this
and then
turn,
yeah,
and then next turn it will go off.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. So so I have to fire that to get the extra one. So I can place drenched conditions on 3 conditions. That seems to be a good idea because that's me. So that would be 4.
Ooh, may I
I've got
suggest
movement.
reading the wording on this one?
Okay, I'll read this one then. It's you may pull an enemy up to 2 hexes towards you as you cast a spell.
Doesn't use the word target. You
Oh.
can.
Because that was mine. At least should be 3.
Okay, after you resolve,
Oh, you
so
can-
you
yeah,
may
great,
place
yeah,
a
good
bleed
idea.
condition on 3 hexes adjacent to any of your enemies. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to use it.
No, that's
Because it doesn't target, you can pull it.
yeah. And I can't target it now anyway.
Correct.
So yeah, I might as well do some stuff to it. So we'll do that. So I'll use that one. Those get discarded. I need to do this in order. So now I'm going to do my.
You pull it first before the spell.
Oh, so we do. Beg your pardon. Okay.
Oh, there you go. You can.
Oh,
Okay, I
not
can
back.
pull it.
Yeah, and you can target it now.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
one
it's stunned for 3.
and
knocked
knocked back.
It's knocked back as well.
Stand for 3, not back for 2.
Okay. In which case, I will now do this one. Whoa, water aura. No, because it's not targeted. It doesn't. It's immune to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this one. So it's Coral Blast.
Melee at range 2 is 0 modification.
It's just whatever your spell says.
Okay. Damage. It's damage, but I've got this frost. No, this is not frost. So this doesn't.
Yeah, 'cause it's
fire.
not water. Yeah.
So it's 2 plus intellect, which is 8, which is 10.
Minus 8.
Minus 8, yeah, 2 damage. Okay, and I receive 2 fragments, so I get 1 fragment basically. Okay, next turn I will be able to get the elemental out.
Did you put your dice down? Because this is still.
Thank you, I didn't. Thank you very much. No, I didn't do that.
Well done.
Nearly. So now
bleed.
we can
Bleed,
put
bleed.
bleed on 3 adjacent to.
I'll get rid of those.
Should we just surround it?
Yeah.
I guess put one here because it's going to come from me.
One of the
One there, maybe.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that we're testing at the moment, trying to get the balance right on combat maps of enough tokens and not too many
Not too
tokens.
many.
There's a bit too many on this
Because-
map.
There's
Yeah,
quite a few here.
Sometimes
So
you
bleed in,
feel
bleed
there's
in,
not
bleed
enough,
in.
so we have increased the number on some of these cards of the hextivity.
Yeah.
But that is one of our
It's-
high
it's-
priority
yeah.
lists of things we're trying to focus on.
So if
getting
anybody
that,
watching is thinking there's way too many tokens on the map,
that might
again,
possibly
that-
be reduced
that's
before
gonna be
print.
probably
Yeah,
reduced.
Okay. So there's a bleed, bleed, and bleed. There. There. That's that one done. Okay, all done.
round 3.
Yep.
I've removed some of those, so that goes down to 1. That's 2. That's 1.
Right, goes down to 1. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Boss has tokens.
Yep.
So they'll go down.
Oh, and the fact that I pulled him, does he leave glowing?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Is it?
Leaves are glowing for 2 turns on each hex that she travels across. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I didn't do that when we did ours.
So there and there.
Yeah.
yeah, well remembered.
Oh, I've got some glowing.
Got some here. So she takes 3 from the bleed.
Yes, sorry.
And
So
4 from the
I've just
knockback.
moved that. So I'll take the 4 from the knockback.
4 from that.
Drop that
4.
down. Yep.
41. That's
It's
now
there.
the. No, it's not quite there.
3
And
from
that's
the
Now
bleed.
which is 3 from bleed.
3. Okay, so it now is in the next section.
Okay.
And
There you
now
go.
stunned. We ignore the dice upkeep,
3,
so that'll stay there.
38.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we go into movement.
So nothing before.
Okay.
Yay, paralyzed.
No, no.
then we get a card.
No.
You gain +2 strength and +2 intellect for 2 turns, and may cast a CD 0, 1, 2, or 3 attack spell that has no cooldown die on it.
We always prioritize the highest
The
one.
highest
so,
one,
Yeah.
which
As
is
long as they can legally cast it.
that
3.
one.
Yeah.
So
What about-
Gleaming Barrage.
Did you say they get +2/+2?
+2 strength, +2 intellect for 2 turns.
Okay, nice. Right, so 1 target.
So it's not Dawn.
Yeah, I was about to say, unless the phases force us to prioritize a different one.
No, it's in
Noon,
noon and
those 2, and we can't
Too
cast those.
high.
No.
It's
Yeah.
attacking me.
No, it's going to be.
No?
The,
no, it's this one, isn't it?
oh,
3.
sorry, that's 4.
3.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's going for you.
Attacking me. 2 plus its
Intellect.
intellect, which is
10.
10. Plus
3,
2
3 because of Dawn.
is 12.
No, it's already added the 2 on.
No, that 2
no,
is from
2
there.
there.
Yeah, oh, 2.
There's
Two
2 damage.
15.
Plus that
Yeah, that's
10 is 12.
And then
Dawn-
it adds Dawn,
Dawn
as
is
a
3.
modifier as well, and Dawn is 3, so it's
15
15.
minus my 4/5 defense
Nice easy 10.
is 10, isn't it?
And it
That one,
removes
that one.
all positive buffs and conditions.
Okay, I may cast this spell on an enemy's turn before damage is dealt, 5 HP to a target. So I'm going to give you 5 HP.
Oh, thank you.
Divine Intervention.
Yeah, okay.
Well done.
We don't have many of those.
33.
From sort of the TCG world.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
even
yeah.
in a lot of board games, Spirit Island, they have like instant speed
Mhm.
cards. Yeah.
So you remove all positive buffs and conditions. So what's a positive buff and condition? It's that
Well,
+1
It's that one there.
defense.
Positive, yeah. No, permanent stuff can't be removed. It's
Yeah,
only
it's in the
permanent.
template.
Oh, okay.
And that is already in the previous rulebook.
And then Hexativity. After you resolve a spell, you may place a paralyzed condition on 2 hexes for 2 turns adjacent to any of your enemies. So
it's going to target Paul, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this one, do you have the paralyze?
I've got one here.
I've got one here.
There you go.
Got 2.
So where should we put it? Is that
One
bad?
there.
That's the bad one. So there and there.
Paul, you're not moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not moving, just like I was in the last battle. Yeah.
Well, I've got somehow.
So that's
I can
it.
teleport there now, can't I?
That's done.
Paul, we were chatting about word terminology and wording earlier.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like the word
No.
activity
No.
and hexes mixed together?
No, I don't like Hexativity as
Do
a
you not
word.
know?
No,
Because a lot of feedback.
it's a
People
bit
have said they
weird.
like the word.
No.
Yeah.
It's a little
interesting.
weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
The activity that happens on the hex.
Yeah.
Remind me after the game to talk to you about this ability here, divine intervention.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Right, so my go. I tick that down. I'm no longer glowing. That goes down. My dice cool down.
Nice.
That goes down to there. I'll draw some movement cards.
Yes.
2, 3. It's within line of sight.
Yeah, you can see it.
So I can see it.
Yeah.
I can move up to 2.
What you're going to do is push it around 3
Do
times.
1, or I've got your thing where I can put frozen conditions on the board. I can give it a knockback. Well, not give it a knockback, but put a knockback on the board.
So, just to interrupt,
Yeah.
because when it was the boss's turn and it hits HP, I didn't realise it went into its new phase.
Yes.
And this is active at all times. All enemies now receive a permanent retribution token, which means your damage is now cut in half. 50% less damage.
Oh, okay. Right.
However, just so you know the mechanics as well, once it goes into night, it then can't be targeted, but it does kill itself in 4 rounds.
Oh, I've got something that can target this.
Yeah,
spell can target enemies.
you can
with...
probably cut
Well,
2 of those rounds off.
I've used it though.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll give you the retribution token, and that's permanent now.
So it goes here.
Yeah, it'll go in that column there.
So, yeah, I'm at range 2, which is 0 damage. The only reason for me moving away would be if I was doing a ranged attack, which I'm possibly going to do. I mean, I could give it glowing. Oh, no, I can't give it glowing.
Yeah, it's immune.
It's immune to glowing. So, yeah, I can remove that. And I gain X intellect for 3 turns, where X is double the total value. So I could gain 6 intellect for 3 turns. That's pretty good, because that's going to boost all of these.
It's not 4, did you say double?
Sorry, double 4. Yeah.
Still pretty good. Puts you up to 10 intellect, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, because extra
Considering
damage.
you've got half damage now, after they defend.
Yeah, I think I might do that. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to move 1 before, and I'm going to move 2.
No actions. But it permanently taunts.
No, I think I'm going to stay there.
Can't be killed in 1 shot.
Gives me a buff.
And
Has to be 2-shot killed, effectively.
I'm going to cast Absorb Light, and I'm going to become an angel in a minute, which is difficult because my angel thing is not in there.
There was one in the
I
other one.
can go. Yeah, there is.
Oh, there's
one.
one.
I've got another
Yeah.
copy.
Oh, of
game
course,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play Absorb Light, remove that.
I'll go and grab it because
Okay,
it's
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I've got +4 intellect for 3 turns.
Do you want a +4 token?
I'll have a +4 token if there is one.
Can you... It's just in the thing.
Is there a +4 token?
Just
Can't see it.
there where
You
your hand
see
is,
it?
right there.
Yeah,
Right
right
with your
there.
finger. Yeah, right with your finger.
That's 3.
That's right.
Is that 4?
4? No,
No, that's 2.
No, it's the little one.
Next one.
This
That
one.
one. Yeah.
Okay. Like the golden shot.
There you go. Left
You
a
don't
bit,
remember that.
right a bit. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And then afterwards, I can put a knockback condition on 1 hex for 3 turns.
Mm-hmm.
We've run out
Should we
of
stick?
dice.
Should we stick on there?
We've run out of dice.
We've run out of dice. Use the black one. Yeah,
3 turns.
3 turns. Yeah, there's definitely too many tokens on
Yeah,
the board.
it's a bit now.
It's okay. Right, that is me done.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I didn't
Move
deal
that.
any damage. That's fine. But I've set myself up for...
Okay.
Oh, there we go. This is going to happen.
Just so you know, the manufacturer forgot to print that one, so that is my print.
Oh, it's printed
yeah,
at home.
so
Right,
the quality is not great, but
Yeah, that's
it still functions well.
Yep.
Right, so I've reduced all those. Right, I draw 3 cards. No, that one. How do we use that one?
Oh, one thing to note, I know Rob asked earlier, the difference between damage can't be prevented and the difference between damage is undefendable. Undefendable means they can't use their defense, which we've already used that red one. But the green one can't be prevented means you won't be affected by the retribution, which means you've got 50%
Oh, because that presents damage.
Yeah, that's right. So you'll still hit for your normal damage.
Next turn I could do this one, the big one.
Great.
And yeah, at normal damage.
Actually, no, this one's better. It's 6 damage. No, this one's better because it's 6 plus strength, and that's 4 plus strength.
Yeah, because that's a single
And that
target.
one does that one afterwards. Yep. Oh, I need to move. Does that cost 1 movement point going from there to there?
No.
Okay, so I don't need the movement.
Well, that's the thing. According to the rules, it's when you move on to a sundial.
You move on to it. Oh, okay. In
So I
which case
think
you're already on it,
if the rules are
You haven't
right, you've
moved.
got to go there and then there.
Well, I've got 2 then. So
There
I
you
have
go.
to.
So you can do that.
So there and there, and I move there.
Yeah.
That's the end. Nice.
Right, and I'm going to use this one. So it's a melee. So 0. Change. Right, 6 damage plus strength. 14 damage, and I'm going to do this one. So this one is not this. So it's 14.
14 minus its defense of
8.
Or alternatively, I could remove all positive buffs and conditions.
from it.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Can you deal damage as well? Or
No,
not?
no
No,
damage.
it's just a support spell.
That's pretty impressive.
And all.
Well, 2 of them are
It's
going to go
taking-
next turn.
It's
Yeah.
taking.
The agility and the defense are going to go next turn, so I think
Yeah.
just hit it.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
especially if you've got a move.
14 damage. And then I can
Minus
give
8,
taunt.
so it takes 6.
I can give taunt to me for 2 turns. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You can do. I'm going to get taunt on my elemental in a moment.
Everybody's taunted.
You may grant an ally. I don't have to do it.
It's up to you. I mean, you can
Well,
do. You can
it's
take
better
the
that it's
beat.
over there because
Yeah,
it
'cause
needs to
it's
move on to
gonna
these.
come over to here. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I put a 4 down on that.
Nice.
So it's down to 32.
All right then. Is it Flotsam and Jetsam?
Yep.
Sorry,
Jetsam. Jetsam.
Oh, I need to do
Oh yeah.
2 of these
2 lacerates.
lacerates.
We've run out of dice.
Thank you. Yeah, that was one other thing.
3 turns.
We
well-
haven't finalised anything yet, but
There and there. That seems like death.
quantity of dice.
Yeah, he's the place to go, isn't it?
Well, this one's got 3. We can put it underneath there. 2 on top of each other.
Yeah.
Got the same cooldown.
There's one of them. You're right. Put it on top.
And I suppose that one there.
Yeah.
Right, then I'm done.
So, doesn't do anything?
It can take an action because sleep goes
Oh, of
off
course,
in
it
the
comes
token
off.
upkeep. Yeah.
Right, okay. So,
Oh, does that? It didn't get this, did it? Does it get this?
Yes, if it's all, I'm pretty sure it says all enemies, doesn't it?
So it
Yeah,
needs to
okay,
get
so
an
that
attack
should run it
everything.
as well.
Yeah.
Is it worth hitting it again?
You only 2 away.
It would be 6, 10,
He's at 8.
8,
2 for him.
halved.
Yeah, you'd get 1 through.
Okay, so he's going to heal. Heal me for 6. Unless anybody else is more damaged.
I'm on full health.
Okay.
Yeah,
Done. And then Paul.
okay.
Do your magic so the water elemental
Let's
appears.
do some
After
of
you've
this.
ticked
Yeah,
all
yes,
of your stuff
yeah.
down.
Let's tick this off first.
So this isn't a figure on the board, is it?
That's
It's
the
like
one.
that. It's,
Yeah.
it's an extra piece
Yes.
that's
Four.
there.
Tick down, tick down, tick down. Okay, now I'm going to do my my ability.
Yeah.
My,
Technically, if we're playing officially, you
Mhm.
do movement first,
okay, we'll take the movement card.
Oh yeah, you get your movement cards first.
Okay,
and then
that's
you
fine.
go into your hero
Yeah,
upkeep.
that's all right. 1, 2, 3. I'll certainly do that.
It won't make any difference, but
No, I can look
just-
at those in a moment, can't I?
as by
Yeah,
the
that's good.
just the rules.
Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to discard those 4 fragments to summon the water elemental. I get the prize for getting their first
Yay.
ally on the card on the deck. Okay, now this one allows me to have a water shield, so this becomes taunt. So basically,
permanent taunt.
Taunt onto the elemental. I then get a +2 drop damage.
So all of your water spells are +2 damage.
+2, and because I've got frost, it's an extra 1 damage.
Yeah,
so this is
3 extra damage.
3 extra damage. Okay, so now I look to see what I'm going to do. I can push.
Pushing the boss. Yeah.
It's a shame it's not a pull. I can't do any doubt. I can't do anything to him pushing. Can I?
No, because they're actually immune, which means they can't even get the token, which means they can't clean it up off the map.
This is 2 movement. I mean, I could move. I don't really need to, do I? After you resolve a spell, you can place a can't be healed condition on up to 2 hexes for 2 turns.
It's not really healing, is it?
Not going to heal itself anyway, is it?
Unless it gets a card that allows it to cast its biggest support spell,
which is Healing Ray.
Yeah, well, there's 2 actually.
Oh, and Light of Hope, right?
And
okay.
this one is really good because split spells. I know you asked earlier. You do get both halves. You resolve the left half first, followed by the right.
Okay.
So that would be.
It will heal itself and deal damage to everything.
Yeah,
okay. In that case, I'll be doing this one in a moment. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to hit it with Ice Bombardment.
Oh wow, that is going to be
Okay, should we do that?
Sure.
Okay, so Ice Bombardment. So what this does is it's a CD5, so cooldown of 5. This is 6 damage plus my intellect, which is 8.
14.
So that's 14.
It's melee.
It's melee
range 2, which is fine. So that's still 14.
So that's 14. Take off its 8.
6.
That's 6 more.
Halved,
unfortunately, 3.
And when you calculate, did you remember your frost?
No, I didn't.
So
sorry, it's still
3.
there. So it's okay. So I'll do that again.
Well, it was 6. So an extra 3 is 9.
9. It was
but
9.
You've got 50% less.
Yeah. So is that rounded in our favour?
It's rounded on the damage you deal.
So you deal 9.
Deal 9.
So does that mean we actually deal 5 or 4?
Correct. You deal 5.
You deal 5.
Deal 5. Okay. So that's 27. Okay, it's not quite down.
No.
Low enough.
Close.
That's 27.
But the important bit of this spell
Okay.
is why
Now,
you've done it.
Okay, so now I receive intellect, which is the difference between the agilities, and his agility is currently 10, and I've got 2, so I get a +8.
Oh, because you're super slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a +8 for my intelligence.
Teach the Pegasus for their agility stats.
Which
Which means
allows
next time
me
your attacks are going to be
whack
huge.
him.
Yeah.
Whack him.
Yeah.
Two turns, I believe.
I'm trying to think where I put this intelligence. It puts it on my intelligence track.
2 rounds. I think just double check the.
You have 2 turns.
2 turns.
Yeah.
Where's the difference? Okay,
Yeah.
so that's done that. So now I'm going to. Do I want to push him around? Pushing him to there. Does that help? What does this one do?
Stun. No, it's
Get the dice upkeep. They've only
No,
got 1 dice.
no, you've got 1 dice, so it's not really going to do anything.
Probably leave them there.
I'll leave him right there. But what I can do is I can put a drenched condition on 3 hexes. Why not? Get more on the board.
Let's flood the map.
Yeah.
Flood it with everything. Okay, so 3 hexes for 2 turns for drenched.
Where would you like to pop those?
All around him. Let's do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Why not?
1, 2,
3.
I suppose it might have made sense to put 1 there actually, so that if there was a pull, you could have done 1. Yeah, might as well do that. Yes, that because it allows a pull, doesn't it? There's a 3 on there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Round 4.
Nice.
That's all of the ones get removed.
Yeah, all the ones are going. I've moved all of the ones.
I've done all these dice.
Okay, then this goes down to 1. Goes down to 1.
Okay. And then it is doing a movement card.
Yep. So sorry, boss's turn then.
Oh yeah, all of that goes down. It bleeds for 3.
No, because it's getting removed now, so they don't take.
Oh,
it
sorry.
on the last
Right.
one.
Okay. And stunning
You
goes
do that
down.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah. So
Which means
these.
that doesn't change. Right.
Yep. Yep.
So it's going to push an enemy target up to 2 hexes away from you as it casts a spell.
Me. There. It's probably the worst, isn't it?
Yeah, 2
There.
glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I go over these, though, even if the enemy's pushing me?
Heroes may not cross a terrain boundary line while moving.
So it has to go there.
You're
then.
not moving.
You're being pushed.
You're being pushed. So
I'd say could push you straight through that. Yeah.
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 I would think so.
That is not a rule that we 100% have confirmed.
Mhm.
So that's
because
fantastic it's
thematically
come up.
it's an elevation change. So thematically you shouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
But technically
The word
that
is on
says
that.
when moving, this is not a move. So
So that really upsets my move because I've got to go there to go there again.
Yeah. So it's quite detrimental.
and then it's going to place burn conditions on the board. Right, and then what is it doing?
Next to me, is it?
It's drawing a card.
Defensive.
Oh, this is a defensive card. Is that right? Should this be in the deck?
I put one
Should be in that deck, shouldn't it?
No, I put one in earlier. I can't remember why.
In the tutorial I did earlier, it said to put roll a dice, and depending on the dice roll, you put either a attack card or a
Did it?
defensive card in that deck.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay.
did
Yeah.
first.
Feel free to take it. Yeah, because even if it's not,
Place this card on your ability tab.
it's this little golden bar here.
Okay. When an enemy attacks you for more than 7 damage, you can discard this card and receive 0 instead. So that just sits there.
That's a bit annoying because
That's really annoying.
Yeah.
it's not taking any.
But it's not casting a spell.
Yep.
So actually, it's not doing a spell, so it doesn't actually do that. It doesn't do the pushing.
Oh,
Because
No,
that's
it's true.
on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to undo that.
It gets
Oh
that.
no! Yeah, it gets the pushing before
Yeah.
the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even though that's the movement phase, it gives it that movement during its main
Yeah,
phase when
okay.
it casts a spell.
So it does move for 1.
Oh, who's it attacking? Is it going towards you?
Yep.
So that hex
I think
there.
so. Yeah.
If we're playing it
It gets
How?
all of that.
with no, yeah, it makes sense. Let's clean
That's
that.
on
Let's
one.
clean the map up.
Right, so those
That
are.
looks like a nice place.
Oh, wow, look, it's paralysed. It's got all
Well,
those
it's not. It
on
can't
2.
be
Another
paralysed.
bleed.
Can't be paralysed.
So
Oh,
the paralysed stays there.
It's a bleed.
Yeah,
on 1.
drenched.
Bleed one.
Laceration. Why?
Those are on 2.
Bleed.
Those ones you just put down on 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bleed
And-
one.
But the
bleed
paralysed
as
well, yeah.
stays
Bleed is
there.
Bleed is 1.
Oh, sorry, yes,
the
you're right, yeah.
Paralysed stay there.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
it
it
does
can't pick that up.
Was that a 2? I think it was.
Yeah, it was a
wasn't
2. I think the bleed's on 1.
The bleed's on 1. So the boss immediately loses 4.
4.
Yeah, because 1 from bleed, 1 from drenched, and 2 from lacerate. So it's 23.
Oh,
Okay.
only got
Nearly.
3 more damage.
Right. And then that's it done. Oh no, it's moving
not
and
yet.
dropping a glowing token.
Wait, it's on here. Isn't it meant to be on here?
Oh, it did do
Yeah.
that. So
Oh,
it
it's
drops a
on
glowing
glowing
token
token. Yeah,
there
that's
for
it.
2 turns. Yeah.
Does that?
And now it's
a bit
done.
tricky to stay on the same space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boss over.
Me.
Over to Paul.
Can't pull
So that's
it into
permanently half damage because of
this
that.
7 thing.
Yeah.
and if it ever takes 7 or more,
You can use that.
it uses that and goes to 0.
Yeah.
So this comes down.
But you could do less than 7 and put it under 20,
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it's going to kill itself.
I'm
in
just
3
I'm
turns.
just going to not going to hit it as hard. Well, I become an angel.
Yay!
So if I have 3 cooldown dice on my board, I transform into an angel.
Pros and cons of that.
Oh.
Your HP is going to change to 26.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what happens with all of
Any dice that are on the board
Yeah.
will get removed.
all of them?
No, only
Oh,
the ones,
covered
those
up.
6 there, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and then the level
level.
thing will get moved.
Okay.
You were level 2, right?
I was. So my hit point's set to that.
Yeah. So if you're at low health, that's fantastic because you just go back up to 28.
Okay. Right.
And now you also now have a new ability here, which is worth reading.
During an ally's end phase, including yourself, they receive crossed swords token
50% more damage.
for 2 turns if a light elemental type spell was cast during their last main phase, which is me.
You're the only one who's
I'm
got
the only
light
one who can
spells,
cast
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Nice.
Holy destruction. That sounds nice.
Yay.
Deliverance. That's another game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Angelic Smite.
Does that cancel out this? Because that's 50% less and that's 50% more.
Yeah, you just wouldn't do the calculation.
Yep.
During an ally's end phase. Right,
So
okay.
you should do one of those.
I should.
You've only got 2 that could do it.
Okay. So then it's my movement cards. Where am I? I'm there. So I'm within 3.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Got a regen. I don't need to move. Yeah, I'll take that. Right. So I think I'm just going to do this. You receive a bonus immediately and then again during your dice upkeep, according to the value of the CD dice on Ethereal Radiance. Oh, okay.
So you keep getting the effects.
Keep getting the bonuses. Yeah, okay. I think we just want to hit it, don't we?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm going to do Angelic Smite, which is ranged, so I get +1 because I'm at 3.
Yep.
It's cooled down 3. So it's 2 plus my intellect, which is 12. That's 14. 15.
Boss is back down to 6 now.
So it's
but you don't want to do
9.
more than 7. Otherwise it does 0.
Yeah, well, it's 9.
I'll
but
do the 7 to get rid of this on my
halved
turn.
to 5.
Yeah, that's very true
Okay,
because of the
halved,
retribution.
yep.
Yeah, so it takes 5.
Yep.
Which means our retributions now go.
Correct.
Next 5 is down to 18.
Yep.
But now we can't do direct damage to it.
Yeah. No, you can't target it.
Oh, really?
With that.
But
Oh,
I know. However, it does say that during their night phase, she receives 5 damage.
Okay,
So she will.
so she's fading.
Yeah.
So we've got 4
So
turns.
another light elemental type
Although
hero.
you can probably finish her.
Well, I've got 2 cooldown on it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
the turn after. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So this is another light elemental type hero, but that's only me.
Yes.
How do you know what type you are? Is that
So this is a frost elemental type hero. You don't have any.
I don't have one. Right. Okay.
You do not.
No.
No. In which
Go on.
case, then that is an error.
Okay.
You 100% should
I
have.
was going to say I
you
should
have
have.
one of those light icons there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in the name. You're like
So
me.
yeah. So that doesn't do anything. But then Bastion of Light. So during an ally's end phase, which is me, they receive that for 2 turns if a light spell was cast during their last main phase, which I did.
So advantage. So now you. Well,
I don't know where that was. Oh, that was my that was that.
Yeah, that's your level up buff.
Yeah, so I get a crossed swords thing for 2 turns.
Advantage.
Okay, and then after you resolve a spell, which I did, I can place a +1 hit point regeneration on 1 hex for 3 turns adjacent to an ally. So a +1 regeneration token goes on the board. Anybody know where they want it? Does it matter? I think we're all right for health, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay, I'll stick it here. That needs to be a +1 regeneration. That's me done.
Okay. Nice.
I think the agility is 8 for this one now.
Oh
Because
yes,
it's
because
locked.
during its turn, you're
And
right.
yours is 8 now because you've now changed your
Yeah, you changed form.
form.
Oh,
Well
My
noticed.
agility is 2.
so
Then you
Yours is-
roll off.
Yeah, you're on 2 already.
1, 2, 3. I go before it. I go before it next time.
Right. Okay.
Not that matters because we can't. So we can't. What can't we do to it?
Target it now.
So I've got a spell,
Oof.
which means I can target it, but it's got 1 cooldown. So next turn.
Yeah. However, it will also lose 4 on its turn. 5, 6. Oh, sorry, it was drenched underneath here as well, so it should take 1 damage during pulls.
Oh yeah.
Token upkeep because it's drenched. 17. So actually,
So
because it's going to lose 4, 5, 6, you've only got, I think, 2 more rounds left anyway.
Yeah.
The hit itself.
yeah,
So you might get the finishing blow.
yeah. Well, I could. I mean, I don't know.
Target is anything that uses the word target or a red stick figure.
Oh, so a red stick figure means
Yeah.
target.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
it means
give a
up to
+1
3
strength
targets.
and +1 agility for 3 turns. That seems like a good thing to do. I mean, it's not. That doesn't really matter here. Yeah, so I give +1 strength and +1 agility for 3 turns to people.
+1 strength and +1 agility.
Yep.
Oh, I'm definitely going before it.
Yeah, yeah.
3 turns, yeah.
Little did you know the roll.
Oh, that's me though. Oh yeah, I go up
So
1
agility goes up 1 for me.
Oh, sorry, you've got your buffs up. You go.
Yeah, they were just here.
Yeah.
That one go down one. I think so, yeah.
Lovely. That's your
Right.
turn.
Oh, I hit join. I didn't do this.
So if it was targetable, I could have done 23 damage.
Oh yeah, because you've got that. Yeah.
I was
can
going
pull
to
it
do
towards me.
24.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
12
Yeah.
plus
Light
intelligence
versus
and
water.
intellect
Right,
is
so
12.
I'm
Oh, no.
pulling it.
You got 50%.
I'm an ally
Although-
target.
You needed to cast that. Obviously, grant you
Yeah.
50%.
I mean, I'm not moving. So, I mean, I'd take
Yeah.
all these, but I'm not
A
doing any of
lot.
them. Right, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I jumped.
Should we do a
the
little
gun.
die first?
Yeah, do that.
His turn.
So that cools down. And then he just hits it.
He can't, because he can't target
Yeah, you
it.
can't target.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
Over to Hydromancer.
You can't target it.
No.
What can you do? I mean, you don't, to be honest,
I can.
I think if we all stand here and twiddle our thumbs, I think we win because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
the last,
of the bleeding.
typically the last 4 turns
Because
is a game of
We
survival.
don't have enough. We don't have conditions that could kill us. So.
No. No, I think we got this.
I think you're all at reasonably decent health.
I'm
that
on.
Yeah.
In the next 2 rounds,
28.
you're not going to die.
Do we want to just fast play it then?
Yeah.
If
I'm
nothing-
just gonna do this because I can remove this condition. I don't like being 50%
Sorry.
stunted.
No, that could be
That
gone.
one was gone anyway.
Oh, was
Because
it?
you only had that when the boss had 40
Ah.
and 21 health.
Okay. All right, do that one then. I will do a 3 HP regen just because I can.
Yay!
CD6. There we go.
2
3
action.
HP regen.
On
for
everybody?
3 turns.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I can't.
But you get. There's a but to this one.
Yeah, +3.
Yeah, but you get a.
You can immobilize
With your arm for
One
You
of your spell.
immobilize one of your spells by putting
a dice on it for
a
value of
dice in
3.
it, value 3.
Or you can increase a current dice by 3.
3 turns. So I'll do that. I'll do the Hydro Barrage. We'll go 4.
Okay,
There we go. Yeah, 3
Right.
HP.
so next round,
Regen. Oh, 3 HP region.
Let's go.
things on the board tick down.
1, 2.
This is round 5.
There's 3. That's 3 there. Is that 3 on that side?
And it's me first, but there's not much I can do.
Did I do that? I don't know. Oh,
There's not one there. Where was that one? 3.
No, everything of yours targets, doesn't it, to hit the boss? Yeah, you could buff your allies, but
I could, but
Probably
I'm
pointless.
just gonna fast play it because
Yeah.
I think we're all okay.
yeah,
Right.
So
then it goes to
I've
their
got
turn.
3. I've got 3.
yeah.
They do the token upkeep first. They lose 4, 2, 3,
7.
plus the 1, sorry, in Paul's
Yeah.
turn from Drench, so 7. And then in their boss upkeep, they lose 5. So they lose 12, so they're at 5 health.
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
Which means.
But they are still going to get to do stuff, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, they still get their
They
full
still do
turn.
stuff.
Yep.
Move up to 3 hexes after you resolve a spell, and then put disarm tokens down. So if it's at greater than or equal to 50% HP, nope.
Yep, it's almost dead.
It's at less than 50% HP, cast a support spell that will benefit you the most in your current situation. So healing ray.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry,
No?
this light of hope, because we always prioritize when it tells you that either the biggest cooldown. So right now you've only got 2 here.
Yeah. And how do we know which will benefit it in the most in its current situation?
Gain love.
Yeah, I'm just saying because it needs. Oh no, you're right. It can't because it can't even target itself.
Why?
Because can't be
Because it's not
targeted means you can't target yourself either.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
So it can't do light
So
effect.
it can't
It
heal
could do
itself
that, but it would
in
just
the
deal
night
damage.
phase. In the night phase, it can't heal itself.
Correct. Yeah.
Unless there was a way it can heal. So this one, whilst there's a dice on it,
Yeah.
anytime you gain health, it steals 50% of it and you don't gain the health. Is it something like that?
Read it. From
Yeah,
lines.
whilst there is a CD die on healing ray, when an enemy gains hit points, they only receive 50% of the hit points and you gain the other 50%. So it doesn't have any immediate effect.
Yeah, that's
But
very
whenever
true.
we heal, it heals.
So
But
it will-
I
it
don't
will
think that's
cast that.
gonna- well,
Yeah, it'd be one of these two.
Well,
I don't-
we've got 3 HP regen.
Yeah.
Although I'm not
Yeah.
going to gain anything because I've got max.
so we know it can't target itself for that. So
Yeah, it's going to do that, surely.
Yeah, but to say we should fast forward, Kath, you can tell
Yeah.
them what this spell is if you like. It's coming
Right.
back and you're next, so he
Yeah,
is
so
100%
this one-
checkmate.
Yeah, so either it deals us a bit of damage, or it puts the healing ray on.
Yeah.
Neither of which have any immediate effect. And then it moves around and it leaves some glowing light, and then it does put some disarm, and it does stuff.
Yeah.
And then Kath comes in.
She has a special spell that allows her to target
things that can't be targeted.
Yeah.
Yes.
This spell can target enemies with can't be
that-
targeted.
That stays.
Yeah,
So it's strength plus 5 damage. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 14.
Yep.
Minus
Yeah.
its defense.
Except it takes none.
Oh, I did it. I forgot about that.
Okay. Gone.
So it takes none.
Okay, yeah, but I still do it.
Again, just fast playing
Well,
it
it dies
again.
anyway.
Yeah.
'cause
To
it's
save time.
Yeah,
So you
health.
guys would have received.
So then do nothing.
We go.
do
go,
nothing.
and
Next
it
turn.
dies.
And it dies.
I do nothing.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been taking one.
Oh, it doesn't because it. Oh yeah, your turn.
Yeah.
It would have been taking one on
I did it for Paul's turn, but I didn't do
your
it for
turn
Kath.
and
And
then
my
your
turn.
turn, and then on my next turn it takes another one.
So
Yes,
that's 3
right?
off. So
But
it's down to
then
2.
I do nothing,
Yeah,
Down
and
to
it takes 5.
and then it takes
takes
5 on
five.
its turn.
Yeah.
I don't know when it takes the 5, but
during its boss upkeep, I think it says.
okay.
Yeah, just straight away.
Right, and that's where we're going to end the playthrough for today, because I think this has shown off the game. I think what we've shown today, bearing in mind this is a sponsored video, so we're not going to give our thoughts and opinions on the game, but I think what's been clear today is you go here, you draw a card, you get a loot, done. Right? You go here, you have a fight, that takes an hour and a half. Then you go here, the fights are the main part of the game.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah,
that's how it's
absolutely,
designed. That's
yeah.
not a problem, that's just how it is.
Yeah, well, we were asked in a comment the other day on the Game Found, and someone was asking about sort of like narrative driven versus combat, and I said
It's not narrative
this is
driven.
entirely a combat game.
Yep.
It's the narrative is very little, and it just fits. It goes around the combat.
Yep.
Whereas some other games are the opposite.
Yeah,
where the
yeah,
combat will go
Yeah.
around the
So
narrative.
it's not a narrative-driven campaign game. There isn't a big epic story or anything like that. It is just your characters traveling around and fighting monsters. The narrative in the game is when you get the story cards.
Yeah,
Or
and
the
then
action cards, whatever they're called.
trying to complete your little quest.
And the little quest. That's the only bit of action, and that's more flavour
Correct,
rather
yeah,
than
like a sort of
overarching
roguelike, yeah.
story. So I would say that in a normal game session for me, I'd be able to do 2 combats. One combat would be once you've set it up, you do a bit, you do a combat, 90 minutes, 2 hours, you're done.
Yeah.
So
For
I don't
me-
know what time it is now. 11:30. Okay, so we were 3.5 hours, but we were teaching.
There was lots of talking.
Yeah.
And there was lots of talking and there was lots of explaining and things like that. So in a 3-hour session, I believe you'd be able to get a whole bunch of stuff done and 2
2
combats.
combats, yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Now you were saying that this region would be about 11 combats.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. So we average that at say 20 to 25 hours because, as you already noticed, each combat is round about an hour for the smaller monsters.
Yeah.
We say an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah. If things were to continue, what would happen
We would
now?
level up immediately.
Oh, so we level up because we defeated a boss.
Correct. Yeah. So we would all level up.
So a boss levels up to level 3, which is another
Greatness.
+1 token on here.
Yep.
So I could have an extra +1 defense.
No, you
Oh.
can't. So you have to fill one column before you can go to a +2.
Okay.
So you could put it on
So
intellect
I'd
or
put it
HP.
on intellect. We'd get another PC, so we get another power cube. So I could put it on
Yep.
whatever. So your characters are definitely getting more powerful.
Yeah. And then we'd get 3 loot items because it's one
I was
for-
gonna
per
say,
player.
when do we get the loot?
Yeah. So you'd get 3
That's
now.
for
You
a
could-
boss.
Yes, 3.
Right.
So you can just have a quick look.
Yeah.
We would get some currency. We'd get tequila bottle trinket, which is really good.
Yay.
And then we'd get a bright staff, which puts glowing on the enemy,
Oh,
which is nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you do get extra equipment as you're leveling up. And then what we'd do is we would be like, where are we? Yeah, we'd be here.
Yeah.
So then we'd be thinking, right, what we're going to do
What do we do
next?
next? Yeah.
We'll probably want to take on this boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Work
unfortunately-
our way across there, doing the encounters.
Yeah,
maybe.
so retracing your steps on an already explored tile loses you
Permanent negative
permanent
1 base
hit
HP.
point.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't want to do that. We'd want to go this way round,
Yeah, that's right.
and
Yeah.
we want to go to
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
By that point, we've probably had 1 or 2 more fights,
On average, yeah, definitely.
and then we'd do that.
And
This
also the region.
this will be
boss
regioning. This will be
Yeah.
roaming around, dropping off. Then we'd probably pick up these tokens, which would do other stuff,
Yeah.
and then we'd either fight. These 2 are about the same difficulty,
Yeah.
and then we'd fight those 2, and we'd do that.
Correct.
And by the end of that, you will have played it for about 20-25 hours. Your character will be somewhere between levels 4 and 6.
Correct.
And
Hopefully you'd have completed your quests.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
We didn't see the Limara.
Oh, we didn't get any.
you did. Well, no, it was just jellyfish.
Yeah, lots of
jellyfish,
jellyfish.
loads of them.
Jelly.
We did jelly everywhere.
We
But-
can blame Paul for going to those vines. But,
Yeah, but in terms of the monsters that you get, so what we didn't see today is that if
the other monsters.
yeah, so
Those are the jellyfish.
when you go onto one of these tiles
Yep.
and you explore it, you may have drawn there a trash mob,
Yeah.
which is basically a fight, and that says 2 trash mobs,
2.
and you would go for the trash mobs deck.
1.
Now that's not. Is that the trash mobs deck for the light region?
Yeah, so
Right. So they are monsters specifically for here.
Yes.
And there are a
Shadow.
different set of monsters for Shadow, which makes sense.
Yeah, so here and all the story cards are
Specific to the region.
yeah.
Yeah.
So during
which
setup-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the encounter card as well. These tokens do different encounters. So it's, half of them are the same,
Right.
but half of them are unique and different.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
But yeah, we're done. So yeah, it was a 3.5 hour video tonight, but hopefully this has given you an idea of how it plays. Everything that you see is subject to change, both in terms of, gameplay, graphic design, balance, or anything like that. But fundamentally, the core game is
Core mechanics
this.
are all in. We've
Is
got
this.
a few balance changes and little tweaks here and there to get it as smooth
Yeah.
and as possible.
Yeah. And Tuesday is when it launches. So we did have a question from Jim.
Not this
No,
Tuesday,
not this Tuesday.
following
a week on
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
yeah.
So the question from Jim from earlier was, can you ask Damien to give us a quick rundown of the different versions available on their website? Because right now, on your website, you can buy Heroes of the
game,
Shire.
Yeah.
So what is that
Compared to
compared to this?
So
It's not this.
correct, yeah. So when we went into battle earlier with those jellyfish,
Yeah.
it would have been we'd have spawned the jellyfish and we would have just be slinging spells at them. So combat there normally 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Well,
because
that's the big
there's no moving. There's no.
So you don't
collecting
have the
tokens.
movement cards.
No, no
You
movement
don't
cards.
have. You
Right.
have the buffs.
So-
you have the buffs and the conditions. The buffs
Yes, all
and the
your characters
conditions,
still
all
do
of
their
those,
own
all of those
conditions,
things. Yeah.
but because you don't have the movement, you don't have a lot of the buffs and conditions going on the map either.
Right. Okay.
So a full campaign in the previous games
Yeah.
is about 7.5 to 8 hours.
But you didn't have this, did you?
Yes.
Oh, you did have
Yeah,
this.
so you travel through here
Ah,
and you
right,
don't
okay.
have the encounters and the mini boss.
Right.
You would still have your 3 static bosses and your
Yeah.
scenario exit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you'd still have your loot
So
items.
we would have had the jellyfish here,
yeah,
and
and
we'd have
just
been going against
swinging
the
spells.
jellyfish.
Right.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have been putting stuff down on the map.
Yeah.
Because there's no map.
So you can see how much that would speed up.
Yeah.
Yes.
We wouldn't have been putting stuff down as well because some of the
Correct.
things we put down have.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the previous version.
Yeah,
of
but
the
we
game.
go into the versions. We do have 3 versions,
Okay.
but effectively only 2. So what we did was we have a fire and ice, which gives you the fire and the ice biomes, sort of the scenarios. And in there, as we mentioned, you get the mobs, the story cards, all specific to that theme.
Yep.
And then we have the earth and water. So that's another box.
And
then
they're standalone.
they're all standalone, yeah.
Right.
And then we have the collector's edition, which we are not reprinting. We've made that sort of discontinued, but we do have about 200 copies left in the UK. What that was both of those 2 games combined in one box.
Okay. Right. Characters, is it the same characters in both of those boxes?
No.
So they're different.
You get 10 in the one box, 10 in the other.
And how many in this one?
6 plus the one on
6
the
plus the
exclusive,
one,
yeah.
the exclusive.
Yeah,
one.
and the reason why
But
we
all the
couldn't-
characters are interchangeable with anything.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and they're all cross-compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're only backwards cross-compatible.
Yeah.
If you want to move forwards, so for example, because there's no movement in the fire and ice, earth and water,
Yes.
I think we might have mentioned earlier.
The add-on.
Yeah.
Right.
So that
So
add-on,
you can't play
you can
with the
backward-
battle map with the old versions unless you buy the add-on that allows you to do that.
Yeah, because they don't have the movement
Yeah.
cards yet.
Can you go backwards?
Yeah.
So we could buy this box,
Yeah.
but actually not play with the map
Yeah.
and just not use
The movement.
the movement card
Yeah, and take your heroes into the fire.
and
the
take
ice,
your heroes
earth and water.
into those and play with the old rules.
Correct. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So for people who prefer that and don't
a shorter game,
not with the tactical nature of the map,
yeah, they can absolutely do
you
that.
can do that. So this is going to GameFound in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, March 3rd.
Yeah, March the 3rd. And it will be this. There will be the add-on, so you can upgrade your previous ones.
Yep. We are reprinting the Fire and Ice and the Earth and Water second edition.
Okay.
So there's just a few small tweaks. Basically community feedback.
Yeah.
We've made improvements to a few things. So number one was the tutorial. Light and Shadow comes with a huge three-hour tutorial.
54-page.
No, that's 36 pages.
36 page. But that tutorial is a step-by-step guide.
Wiggle diagrams showing you the
don't
maps.
need the rulebook. You literally get it out and you go through it, and it teaches you how to play the game and does all of the movement.
Yeah. Now, we haven't introduced as in-depth as that, but it is still about 20 pages. We've introduced new tutorials for the Fire and the Ice and the Earth and Water. Because previously we only had a combat tutorial, and feedback we got from the community was they kind of wanted the campaign tutorial. So we've included a campaign tutorial. We have previously, so if we can just bring us that gameplay reference. Previously, these were on a card like this, and there was two of them, and they were a bit small, so we've made those redundant. So a few things like that. So these gameplay references now, we include those in the second edition as well.
Right. Okay.
As you'd expect, there was about 6 typos that went to print. They've obviously all been removed. So in the second edition, there's just been a few small little changes to it to, of course, improve the game in the future editions.
Excellent. Right. So, first of all, thank you very much to everybody who has been watching us live, keeping us company. And hope you've enjoyed it. If you've been watching the video back later, thank you very much for watching it. As always, give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you found it useful. Check out the campaign if you were interested in that. Thank you very much to Kath and Paul for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Damien, for driving all the way here and teaching us how to play the game, and then
Pleasure.
and then driving back tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are all done. So yeah, I hope this has helped you make a decision on whether this is the kind of game for you. And we showed it off, and that's it. Okay,
Thank you very much.
we'll finish.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.